Hello,
How old are you?
21.
All right, what is your argument?
Um, yes, I can justify eating animals.
Great. How do you do that?
Because they are a source of food.
So are people. Should we eat people now because they could be food?
Not necessarily because humans were not essentially put on Earth to be eaten, whereas animals were.
Okay, what about the animals says that they were meant to be eaten, but we are not?
Well, the other girl who was up here did have a good point. Once again, I'm also religious, so the Bible does say that animals were put here to eat. That
It,
was
it
the whole
doesn't.
point.
It doesn't. And if you actually read the Bible, you know that many Seventh-day Adventists actually interpret the Bible to say that they should be vegan. That there's an entire
Which
religion,
Bible are you reading?
denomination of Christians who agree that they should be vegan. But more importantly, what about the animal says that they're meant to be eaten? If the only justification is the Bible, your book of mythology, well, what if the Bible said that we can grape? Would you grape somebody?
No.
Okay, great. So then just because the Bible says something doesn't make it true or moral.
Well, that's true, but genuinely speaking, think about times where people had absolutely nothing. Like before Christ, before everything, hundreds of years ago, at a point where
I'm not
nothing was
talking about hundreds of years ago, ma'am. I'm talking about today. What justifies eating and killing animals
because
today?
because we have been eating meat for decades, for centuries. It has
We've
been a
also
thing for centuries.
We've also been enslaving people for centuries. Should we keep enslaving people, making them our slaves because we did it in the
Ens
past?
Enslaving people and eating food is not the same,
I know
unfortunately.
that, but your argument was that just because
That's
we
not
did it
even
in the
comparable.
hold on,
That's like me.
hold on. I'm not saying this comparable. What I'm saying is you justified killing animals because you said we did it in the past. Now, I use the analogy to say that just because we enslaved people in the past, it wouldn't make it right. Do you agree, right?
Right,
Slavery's
but
wrong, right?
think
Okay,
about it like
great.
this.
So
Animals eat
just because
animals to live. Humans don't eat humans to live because we don't have to.
we don't have
Animals
to
eat animals.
we don't have to kill the animals either for food.
Animals can't go to the grocery store. Animals don't want to go to the grocery
But
store.
we can. That's why we have a choice, and with choice comes responsibility to make the best choice. So what's a
And
better
that's
choice? To kill the animals if you don't have to, or eat vegan? What's better?
to eat meat. Like
Okay, why is it more ethical to eat meat when it causes the animals harm and suffering and pain and death?
because there's benefits of eating meat just like there's benefits of eating vegetables and everything else. There's
Okay,
benefits to all of it.
what benefits?
What?
Ma'am, are you in the conversation?
I
What
am, you keep
benefits?
cutting out.
What benefits?
It's healthy, it's protein.
Okay, we
There,
can get protein from plants.
you're right, but not as much, not in the grand scheme of things. Like if you're
Yes, we
actually like,
can, ma'am. There are vegan bodybuilders who
you, are
eat
you
soy,
speaking? Oh,
tofu, and beans, chickpeas, and kidney beans, black beans, and protein shakes. There are vegan protein shakes.
right, but protein shakes don't have as much protein as
Yes,
meat
they do.
can.
There's ones that have
23
40,
grams of
50.
protein does not
Ma'am,
compare. I drink protein shakes
li-
every single day.
listen,
What are you gonna tell me?
listen. There are protein shakes that are vegan that have 40, 50 grams per serving.
Absolutely.
So then there is no problem with protein as a vegan. So what justifies harming the animals?
Because we have been forever. Because they're put on earth to eat. The point of animals on earth
What
is to
makes
eat.
you think that they were put here to eat when they're made of the same stuff you are made of? We're made of the same
Then
meat.
come eat me. Like what? You think I care?
Oh, so you think that cannibalism is okay?
Okay, so now you just love to twist words. If humans are eating humans and they have been for the whole world, things are normalized because it's
Ma'am,
been that way for years.
stop.
Okay, sir.
But just because
Okay,
we did something,
stop.
ma'am, I we just went through this before. You said just because we had slaves in the past, it doesn't make it good. So why is it now all of a sudden that just because we ate meat in the past, it makes it today good. Why? Why are you being hypocritical here?
No one's, you're the only person being hypocritical. You're bringing up slaves
Ma'am,
when we're talking
can you
about
address
eating
what I
food.
just said?
Like, that is
Why?
genuinely disgusting.
Ma'am,
Like, that's,
ma'am,
why would you even compare?
can you address what I just said? You said what justifies killing animals is that we did it in the past. But when it comes to slavery, you think it's wrong even though we did it in the past. There's a contradiction. You are contradicting yourself. Why is it okay to eat the animals?
Because
Why?
they are food. That is the answer.
What
They are
about,
food.
okay, but you can also be food. So is it okay to eat
Perfect.
people?
If that's what you want to do, if you want to go out and, eat humans, I guess so be it.
Oh
You
my
you want to eat
gosh.
humans so
So you
bad, go
think I
for it.
can, you think it's perfectly okay for me to go out and just kill people for food?
No, they're just animals are not humans. So that's the difference here. And yes,
Man,
humans are animals. Yes, humans are.
babe, please listen to what I'm saying. You're
Are you gonna
very
keep reading?
confused. You're very
You're
confused.
very confused because yes,
I just asked you, is it okay to eat people? And you said, yeah, you could do whatever you want. Go
yes,
ahead, eat
it's okay
people.
to eat people. Yes, it's perfectly fine. Yep.
You think it's okay to murder people for food?
Yep.
Wow. Every guest that has come on has literally argued for grape, for murder, and for cannibalism. Don't you see how hypocritical you guys are if you're not a vegan? Because this is where it ends up every time. You end up contradicting yourself because you don't realize how similar we are to the animals. We are animals. And chickens, pigs, cows, these are very sentient, intelligent, loving, compassionate beings who don't have to die and don't deserve to die. That's why your arguments suck.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep, what do you got?
So you don't believe that we should be eating animals because they don't deserve to die, right?
Yeah, they don't have to die.
Okay, so what do you think about as far as farming and, to get these plants that you eat? You know how many animals die from pesticide, from all the
Yeah,
all the
so
chemicals
yeah,
that are put
I
on the food,
understand that. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
So
rabbits, the field
the
mice, the
rabbits, the
squirrels.
moles. You forgot the foxes. Okay, we understand that
Well, you
many
cut me
animals
off.
die in the process of producing crops. But guess what? They have to be killed, or we don't eat anything. If we don't kill the animals in crop fields, we don't get to eat our food. So those are deaths in self-defense, perfectly justified to kill animals on crop fields because we're protecting our crops. It's our food source. But more importantly, vegans kill way less animals than meat eaters. You're killing way more as a meat eater. So do you think it's better to kill more animals or less animals?
Well, if you don't believe in killing animals at all, then they shouldn't be killed in general.
That's not veganism, though. That's a straw man of veganism.
Do
Veganism does
do
not
you
mean
eat
I
do
kill.
you eat
Hold
fish?
on. Hold on. Veganism does not mean I kill zero animals. It means I do what I can to maximize to minimize suffering through the animals. I
Right?
can't be
Do you
perfect,
now
but I can be practical
now
about it.
do you eat fish?
No,
You don't eat any animals at all.
no. Now, what is your argument?
No, I was just letting you know about the whole pesticides and shit. And I'm
I,
just
I
letting you know,
I
bro.
already
Like,
know that, but vegans know this. But guess what? Again, we kill way less animals than you guys, and the animals that are killed in crop fields are in self-defense, perfectly justified to us vegans.
the amount of animals that you save are never gonna amount to the animals that are still being processed for meat and
That's
stuff like that from
nonsense.
everyone else.
You're
Because I
killing.
ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I
No,
love me a
no.
good
Stop,
seasoned
stop.
barbecue
Listen,
T-bone
listen,
steak, bro. Oh
listen,
my God, you're
listen.
missing out, bro.
I used to eat animal products in my past. I'm not missing out on anything. You're missing out on compassion and morality and ethics. That's what you're missing out on. But more importantly, um, vegans kill way less animals, and we know that what we can do is minimize animal suffering. And 80 billion animals every year die because of meat eaters. 80 billion, right? We have to breed these animals into existence and then put them in factories, and they get chopped up, slaughtered. They suffer. They can't move in these crates. They can't breathe. They're suffocating. We shock them. We stun them. These animals are being tortured. And even if I stop one animal from being tortured, it's still better to me, because veganism is a very simple choice, a practical thing we can all do. So what justifies killing animals? I'll give you one more chance to justify killing and slaughtering animals that don't have to die.
Because you don't look like you can chop an axe for wood in the backyard, bro. You need some protein, dog. Your cheekbones are sinking in, dog. I'm telling you, go get you a tomahawk steak and season that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. This is what it resorts to every time. They never have arguments. All they can say is, I like meat, because they're meatheads. They don't have no arguments. Zero. They have zero arguments. I like meat. Hey, what do you got?
Hey. All right. So I'm primarily a vegetarian. I was vegan for about 3 years. And here's what I have discovered about veganism. I feel like it's a movement that is aimed to help a lot of the animals that were slaughtered.
I'm not here to listen to your garbage, right?
No. If you won't let me speak, and
yeah, you don't get to speak. This is my live, buddy, and this is not a place where you get to monologue. This is a place where we debate what justifies killing animals. Go. You're not going to monologue on my live.
so no, listen. For me to argue with you, to debate with you, you have to understand who I am and where I'm coming from.
I don't know who the fuck you are, and I don't give a shit. And it has no bearing on your argument. Hey, what's your argument?
You were arguing that whey protein is a substitute for meat protein?
Whey protein, I believe, is not vegan, but there are plenty of alternatives to meat, like soybeans, kidney beans, chickpeas.
And they don't provide the same nutrients that you get from meat.
Okay, give me one nutrient that I can't get as a vegan.
Well, you tell me. You're throwing out these claims to tell people to give you statements of fact that you don't know yourself. You're just asking people to make statements.
Okay, you want the facts? Listen up, buddy. The position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is that all people, all stages of human life, are perfectly suitable on well-planned vegan diets. There are no nutrients that I can't get as a vegan. Vitamin D I get from the sun and mushrooms and all things like that. Fortified foods have that. B12, fortified foods, mushrooms, tempeh, tofu. There are no nutrients I can't get as a vegan. I'm perfectly healthy. My blood work is perfectly fine. And the doctors and nutritionists around the world agree. The science is on our side. So, what is your argument against veganism? Do you have an argument, or do you want a monologue like the last guy?
It would be nice if you would actually let people speak and stop interrupting people, but you can't do that. You don't have a debate.
Give an argument.
I just did. I asked you to tell me what is the whey protein versus meat protein.
The question isn't an argument.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, you need help.
You need an argument. You need an argument. Ah, there he is. He runs away. Guys, all you got to do is give an argument, and I'll let you talk.
Hello.
Hey, what's your argument?
I think it's very, very good to eat animals. It's very yummy.
Okay.
No.
So what if it was yummy to eat people? Would you eat people?
It depends. It depends on what people.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So you're racist and a cannibal. Okay.
Racist?
So what type of person would you eat?
What the fuck? What the fuck
What
you
type
mean
of
by
person
that?
would you eat?
those brain dead people. But I don't think they taste
What?
very good.
The what?
I don't think they taste very good. However, if
What?
you eat a steak like
Who are
a
you
Big
gonna eat?
Mac, a cow,
Wait,
I
sir. Who are you
think
gonna
that
eat?
tastes very good.
Who are you gonna eat? What people?
The brain dead, you know.
The brain dead.
Yeah, you almost like you,
really?
because you're very stupid.
So you would eat somebody who was mentally disabled?
No, I'm talking about people like you. I don't know if you are disabled in some
So
type of
you would
way,
eat
but
me? So you would eat me?
if it was legal, I probably would. I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
But however, it's not so.
Here we go again. Another person coming onto the live, trying to argue for cannibalism and murder. It happens every time. It's not a coincidence. It's because you have no arguments. Protein's protein. I can get plenty of protein as a vegan.
Hey, hello.
Hey, what do you got?
My friend. Yo. Hey, I have a question, okay?
No. Give an argument or go away.
I just wanted to ask you, do you eat any plant-based food?
This isn't Oprah, guys. This is not a Q&A. This is a debate stage, right? You gotta come up with your best argument.
I love all kinds of meat, especially the one in between people's legs. Like I love chomping down, guzzling it down, deep throwing it. It just tastes so.
Okay. We're not talking about that meat now, okay? Hey, what do you got?
Hey, so I do think that you are the moral superior here, but
okay, thank you. Have a good day. That was easy. Hey, what do you got?
Hello.
Hey, what's your argument?
I hate vegan people. Yes. I love you, but I hate vegan people, okay? Yes?
Okay, great. So what is your argument?
There is no argument. I just love eating animals. That's all.
Okay. Exactly. Just what I thought. No argument. Hey, what's your argument? Is this the Predator? The guy from the Predator?
What's up, man?
What's your argument?
So justify eating animals would be a cultural standpoint on my end.
Okay, so what about, like, so you're saying just because your culture says it's good, that means it's good to do?
No, just what I grew up with, man. You know, standard food at the house. You know, my parents are from Mexico, so a lot of times we'd have fajitas and chicken.
Okay.
Tostadas and
So
stuff.
what if you grew up as like what if your culture was grape, right? And like you grew up as a grapist. Would that be good to continue doing that because it was your culture?
I mean, I guess I would know better, but personally, yeah.
Ironic.
But you know,
ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, honestly, you can get all your protein from plants, but you know, you grow up with these kind of
Yeah. I don't give a shit how you grew up, sir. What you're doing is still ethically wrong because you're harming animals for no reason. And if your only reason is, oh, my culture did it or my family did it, well, that's not good enough for me. Because if my family stop. If my family and my culture promoted grape and murder, I would think it's still wrong, no matter what my culture or family says. So if you can't think for yourself, just say it.
No, I can. And I mean,
great. So what justifies killing animals? We know it's not culture because culture does not dictate morality.
You know, the taste, I would say.
Taste. Okay. So what if there was a person who tasted good? Would that justify killing that person for taste?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, great. So why is it okay to kill a person, kill an animal for their taste, but not a person for their taste? What's the difference?
I guess it doesn't have the exact mindset or consciousness that a human does.
Okay. How about a mentally challenged person who has the same mental capacity as a cow? Would that justify killing that person who's mentally challenged?
Cannibalism, I'm not for cannibalism at all.
Oh, okay. So intelligence level doesn't matter now because you agree that it's wrong to kill a person, no matter how intelligent they are.
It is wrong to, yes, it is
Okay,
wrong.
great. So if it's not intelligence, it's not taste, and it's not culture, what justifies killing animals?
Well, no, I didn't say it wasn't taste or texture. That to me still stands as what I do like about meat. But certain meats that I eat are like chicken and fish, not necessarily pork or cow.
Sir, can you listen? I asked you, is it okay to kill a person if they taste good? You said no.
No.
But why is it okay to kill a cow if they taste good?
I couldn't explain that to you, man. It's just what it is,
Okay, just what it is. Sounds like Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Charles Manson. It is what it is. I just murder because it is what it is. That doesn't sound like a justification.
Call people murderers when we didn't kill the cow or the chicken. They're just at the store and we shop there.
Right, but you paid for it, right? You paid somebody in the store to pay to slaughter that animal for you.
We all have to make a living, right?
Yeah, but we don't have to make a living killing animals. We can stop that.
You're right. We could, but I mean, can you imagine? Like everybody just stop eating meat?
I can imagine it. It's very easy. You just stop eating animal products. It's that easy.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to argue this, man, but all right, Billy.
We can tell. Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
Unfortunately. What do you got?
Well, unless you're planting your own personal garden with a shovel, the combines, they actually kill an astronomical amount of ground animals such as moles when prepping the soil to plant.
Yeah, that's nonsense. So we know that they actually don't kill that many animals. Most studies show
that many is still killing animals.
Hold on. That means that what that tells me is you don't understand veganism, because veganism does not mean I kill zero animals. It means I minimize animal suffering as much as we practically can. I know we're never going to stop all death and suffering. That's not what I'm arguing for. I'm arguing for a world where we cause less of it. We take more responsibility over our own actions.
Well, I mean, a big field of kale.
Hold on. You're maximizing animal cruelty by eating animal products.
A big field of kale will kill thousands of animals.
Hold on. You're killing way more animals in the process of making of eating animal products.
One deer versus
oh my
10,000 moles.
Oh my gosh. What do you think has to be grown to feed your cow? Plants. We have to grow crops, cut down lots of forest. By the way, most deforestation is caused by animal eating. So if we simply stop eating animal products, we dramatically reduce the amount of animals that we're killing. By the way, crop fields are not necessary. Crop field deaths are not necessary. There are many ways in which we can grow crops sustainably for the world without killing any animals. That is the trajectory we should be on. Instead, what you want to do is kill animals for no reason and maximize death and suffering. So what justifies killing animals if there's no need to? Please unmute yourself.
Thing is, I'm a hunter, so I've killed a deer and fed my family for a year.
Oh my God.
Unless you are careful with a shovel in your backyard,
stop.
Anytime you shop at a supermarket and buy any kind of crops, you are contributing to the death of thousands of ground animals.
Stop
rabbits.
It. That's incorrect. That is incorrect.
It's absolutely correct.
No,
Combines, have you seen what they do to?
Have you seen what they do? There's a video going around of a farmer literally being under it as it's plowing through the fields unharmed. They're tall. They don't kill animals that way. Most crop deaths are not by the crop field, the thing coming by. It's by the animals coming to the farms and running and getting eaten by predators. And there's plenty of studies on this. There's a study called Field Deaths in Plant Agriculture by the Journal of Agriculture and Environmental Ethics that demonstrates that per every 5 acres, only about 2 animals die per 5 acres. So the 1,000 thing is nonsense. I'd love to see evidence for that, but they don't have any data on that at all. But I just gave you a study that shows the opposite. But more importantly, way less animals are killed for vegans versus you. You're killing way more as a meat eater. And you say, oh, but I hunt deer. Well, that is not sustainable. That is not possible for 99.9% of people on the planet. There is only about 40 million deer in existence and 8 billion people.
And
what you're advocating for is not possible on a global level at all. And it'd be way worse.
I believe what you're advocating is not possible.
It already is possible because we already grow 70% of food in the world and crops for animal products. Did you know that?
Oh my God.
Did you know that there's a sphere? You want to study
It's this whole American theory of like, it's okay if I run over a possum.
Reducing food's environmental impacts to producers and consumers. This is an Oxford peer-reviewed study that demonstrates if everybody went vegan, we would actually save land. 70% of land would be saved. We would actually save crops and feed everybody on the planet as vegans. Veganism is way more sustainable.
Yeah, but you're talking in a very utopian, theoretical way.
Utopian,
it doesn't
man.
work that way.
Why? Yes, it does work this way. It's called making choices. And the choices you're making are terrible for the environment and the animals. Whereas veganism is better for the environment and the animals by far.
So it's 1 animal a year versus thousands. I'm the bad guy because I shot a deer and I'm a good shot. He died on the spot.
Yeah, so veganism is not a utilitarian view of the world. Whereas, oh, I kill no animals, therefore I'm better. Sure, you might kill 1 animal, but guess what? You're still harming other animals by eating other plant-based foods because you don't eat deer, do you? You also eat other plant-based foods. I'm sure you eat salads and fruits and nuts and seeds, right?
Of course.
These things also contribute.
It takes life to sustain life.
Right, but it doesn't take sentience. We don't have to destroy a sentient being to live. We
1
can
deer.
eat plants. Plants are not sentient.
1 deer. What I'm saying is unless you're very careful with your shovel.
You keep saying 1 deer, but guess what? There's 8 billion people on the planet.
You are contributing to the death of animals.
Oh my gosh, you're not listening. You keep saying 1 deer, but guess what? 1 deer times 8 billion people is 8 billion deer. That is way more than 1 deer, okay? So what you're advocating for is not good on a global scale. That's the point
If you know much about the game and fish, it's actually good. If there's an overgrown population, there's a balance that needs to take place in certain areas.
And guess what? Guess who caused that overpopulation? We did. You did. Because we keep developing these things, and we keep developing neighborhoods where deer are often attracted to, and they proliferate.
I mean, are we going to talk about
a lot of
stop breeding
hunters
people?
And a lot of hunters kill the bucks, who are also proliferating.
We're getting off track here.
A lot of hunters like you,
that's for sure.
a lot of hunters like you kill the bucks, who are exacerbating the problem. So, and by the way, there are many other methods of reducing deer population than killing them. That's not the best method.
I would love to hear this. Like how?
Fencing, contraceptives, urban development practices changes. Those are all the better options than hunting. Because the source of the problem is not the source of the problem is what we have to attack, and that is not going to be solved by hunting.
Oh my goodness. I just know that if we ever have an apocalyptic situation, I'm going to be okay and you're going to be starving.
No, that's ridiculous.
Because I can shoot.
If I was in an apocalyptic situation, of course I would eat animals. But guess what? We're not in that situation now, are we? So why are you animals? Why are you torturing animals?
I'm torturing. I'm a good shot. I got him right in the heart.
Oh,
he died on
you
the
getting
spot.
right in the where? Right in the where?
In the heart.
Oh, if I shot you in the heart, would that be torture?
Probably not. Do you know how quick you die if you get shot in the heart?
Oh my God. So you think if I shot you in the heart, that would be perfectly okay?
It would be a quick death. Probably quicker
and you
than
think
being
that's
mangled by a
good,
combine in a field of kale.
and you think that's good. A quick death to the heart's good.
It's quick. It's better than a slow death, being mangled by a combine.
It's worse than being vegan though, because vegan doesn't kill that animal in the
This is
heart.
just ridiculous. Look, I'm not trying to tell you not to eat your plants. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with what I choose to do. There's nothing wrong with what you choose to do.
Do you think it's wrong? Do you think it's wrong to harm animals?
Do I think it's wrong to harm animals for no reason? Yeah. To kill them for trophy? Absolutely. If you're shooting a buck for its antlers, you're an idiot.
You are killing animals for no reason when you can easily eat something vegan.
I ate every bit of it.
You're still
and I fed my family with it.
Man, that doesn't make it good. You're still harming animals for no reason.
So are people that are vegan.
No, but veganism, ma'am, listen. Vegans acknowledge that we're going to harm some animals in the process. But like I said, it's only 2 per 5 acres.
It doesn't matter. It's still an animal. It's a life. I don't understand.
Ma'am, I just explained this to you.
Just because you say, oops, I didn't mean to, that doesn't make it any.
It's funny how you didn't listen to what I said. That's not my argument. What I'm saying is those deaths were in self-defense. We have to grow crops. If we don't kill those animals in the crop fields, we're not going to live. We're going to die, right? We need to eat something. But the point is only 2 animals per 5 acres die. And this is what the science demonstrates. Vegans kill way less animals than even you, right? I kill 1 a year. That's nonsense, by the way. You don't eat 1 deer a year. That's nonsense. But more importantly, vegans kill way less animals per year because we're only killing 2 per 5 acres. And I don't eat 5 acres of food, do I? So what justifies harming animals and hunting? What justifies hunting animals if you don't have to? What justifies it?
Get off here because you keep muting me.
What justifies killing animals if you don't have to? Okay, have a good day. There is no reason to eat or kill animals at all. Hey, what do you got?
Am I up?
What do you
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your argument?
Why do you think it's okay to only eat plants?
Oh my gosh. What justifies killing animals? What justifies harming and torturing animals so you don't have to die?
Lay down. You're going to answer my question with a question?
This is a debate stage, sir. This is my life where you are supposed to give an argument or go away. Do you have an argument that justifies killing animals or not?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
We're omnivores. It's proven by science that we're supposed to eat.
But we don't have to eat. We don't have to eat the animals, do we?
To be at the best quality of body, yes, we do.
What does that mean? The best quality of body? What does that even mean?
How much do you weigh?
Oh my gosh, sir. What justifies eating animals? What is your point?
Said that animal protein is what we need as omnivores.
Okay,
That's what we're designed for.
Okay, great. So why do we need animal protein?
I just stated that we are omnivores.
That
is what our bodies need.
Omnivores can also eat plants. We don't have to eat animals.
Yes, omnivores eat both.
But we don't have to eat both. We can eat plants only and be fine.
Are you sure of that? What science?
Yeah. Here's a study called The Position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics demonstrates that it is the position of nutritionists and doctors around the world that all people can be healthy and nutritionally adequate on vegan diets.
Can be.
Yes. We can be healthy as vegans. No need to eat animal products.
So is that a choice?
Yeah, we can choose to be perfectly happy as a vegan. Why do you choose to harm and torture animals?
Who said I harm and torture them?
You eat them.
If you're eating something, it's already dead. It's not torturing.
Yeah, but it had to die for you, right? Somebody had to kill it for you. So you caused that animal to die because you demanded it to be eaten.
Do you know
Yeah.
how animals are even harvested?
Yeah, we breed them in factories, then we slaughter them. Many times they're caused by people like you who go to the store and buy meat products, which
No, I
places
don't.
more demand on them.
So
So
if you're
the
going to
animals can go bred in
assume
factories and die
correctly.
for you.
Assume correctly if you're going to assume. I don't buy shit from the store.
Okay, you're still killing and eating animals for no reason. So what justifies killing and eating animals?
Sustenance. It's the best sustenance that there is. It's organic. It's clean.
Oh
I
my
take
gosh,
one, you
sir,
take how many per
we
acre?
can. Do you agree that we can be perfectly healthy as a vegan?
No, I don't.
Okay, why not? Why can't we be healthy as vegans? Even though I just gave you a source that demonstrates we can.
Okay. Line up 100 vegans and then 100 people like myself.
Oh my
And
gosh,
send
sir,
them to
this is
war. Who's going to
ridiculous.
be?
Oh my gosh, what evidence or data do you have that suggests vegans can't be healthy?
I mean, you keep cutting me off. I was trying to make a point.
Where's your evidence? Not 100 people, not your stupid opinions. I want evidence or data.
I've tried to state that as well, and you also cut me off.
Where's the data?
Show me yours.
I'll say it again for you then. The position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. This is a PubMed study by Melina, Craig, and Levin, and it demonstrates that it is the position of the Academy that an appropriately planned vegetarian, including vegan diets, are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits for certain diseases. And these diets are appropriate for all stages of life.
That's one study.
Yes, this is one study on thousands of doctors and nutritionists around the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, the largest and best group of doctors in the world. Do you disagree with those doctors?
No, I don't disagree with them, but I think history shows more.
Great. So then you agree that we can be healthy as vegan.
Yeah, you could live healthy, sustainable.
Okay, great. So what justifies slaughtering? So what justifies slaughtering animals if we don't have to eat them?
To be of the best health and body that you can possibly have.
Okay. You just agree that we can be perfectly healthy as vegans.
No, I said you can be healthy, not perfectly healthy. I know that I will be more healthy.
Why can't I be perfectly healthy as a vegan?
I was trying to make that point earlier and you cut me off.
Why can't I be perfectly healthy as a vegan?
Take people that are omnivores and eat both, and take vegans who only eat plants and fake proteins, send them to war. Who's going to have the bigger, healthier, stronger body?
There are vegan bodybuilders out there who will outlift you any day of the fucking week. I'm asking you a simple question. Where's your data for the claims you're making? And you have so far done nothing to give us any hint or sign of evidence for what you're saying.
Where's your data of bodybuilders? What else are they injecting?
Nino Delgado, Torres Washington.
What are they injecting? Answer the question. What are they injecting?
Records.
What are they injecting?
Nothing. They're eating vegan food, sir.
And testosterone and HGH.
So do meat eaters. So do meat eaters. You think no meat eaters ever taken testosterone?
Yeah, that's not coming from the plants that they're eating. It's coming from all the bullshit they're putting in their ass.
You agree that there are meat eater bodybuilders who inject things?
Yes, both do.
Okay, great. So what, again, why can't we be healthy as vegans? Why can't we be healthy as vegans?
You can live. I've said that. Yes, you can healthily live.
Oh my gosh, you're
your...
not listening to me. Why do you agree that we can be perfectly healthy as vegans?
No.
Okay, great. Why can't we?
Because you will not be at the best quality of life.
Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence of this? Where's your data on this?
Go to Jordan Peterson and what he did when he only ate meat.
That's a guy. I'm asking for evidence or data.
He has done multiple studies and has multiple.
Where? Give me one. Give me one study.
Dude, I'm scrolling through TikTok and just decided to talk to you. Do you think I came prepared to talk to you about
so
the
you're
bullshit?
conceding that you're unprepared and you're not here for debate. You're here to just ramble. Where's your evidence? If you don't have any evidence, you're gonna go
if you want to be an asshole, fuck off.
Sir, you torture and kill animals. You're the asshole here.
Do you have proof?
You eat them. You kill animals and eat them.
No, I don't.
Oh, so you don't eat any animals?
Have you ever eaten an egg?
Sir, can you answer the question, do you eat animals?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you can see that you're eating and killing animals, right?
Yeah, check out my page. You'll see
Okay,
what I do
great.
for a living, too.
So who's the asshole here? The one who is torturing and killing animals when he doesn't have to, or the one who doesn't do that?
You've been a vegan your whole life?
No. And I admit I was wrong in the past. But now I'm vegan and I'm better because I made a change that you're not willing to make.
Says who? That's also another assumption.
Ethics,
You're full of assumptions.
Reasoning and logic, which you don't have.
No, you have a lot of assumptions.
Great. Then give me evidence or data that backs up your position. You don't have any, do you?
I have plenty. I just didn't come with a full notebook ready to talk
how
to you.
about this? Go take a look at the evidence for us, and then come back when you have an argument, okay?
All right, I'll save your page and I'll flood it with it.
Yeah, flood it with all the Jordan Peterson garbage.
You don't even know who I'm talking about, dude.
See how they never have arguments or data? All they have is, you line up a bunch of vegans and a bunch of meat eaters in the war. It's stupid. They have no justification for harming animals. Zero. There is no reason to kill and slaughter animals. It doesn't exist. 80 billion animals every year we stuff in cages. They can't breathe. They can't move. They're sitting in their own feces. This is wrong. And we all know it. You all know it's wrong to harm animals. We all know it's wrong. But you do it because you're comfortable with it. You enjoy it. I'm here to say that we can change, and it's not that hard to change.
Hi. Can you hear me?
What do you got?
So like more than 60% of state funding for wildlife conservation comes from the sale of hunting licenses and ammo and weapons.
What justifies harming animals?
So what I'm saying is the benefits of that conservation spending, I think, outweigh the killing of those deer and things like that. So I think it's fine that people do that.
Okay, we're not talking about deer. First of all, that's a whole separate argument. We're talking about the animals that don't have to die, right? Animals like cows, pigs, chickens, the ones in factories that we're causing to die every single year. What justifies that?
Sorry, I was answering the question, can you justify eating animals? And that was a
you haven't done that. You haven't done it yet. All you said was, oh, money because we conserve.
I'm saying that I think it's okay in society for people to hunt and kill animals.
Why?
If there's
Why?
because if you look in our society, there's like $6 billion spent on wildlife conservation because people choose to do that. So I think that sacrifice of those animals is okay in that society. And I think if people are killing them, then it's fine that they eat them.
Yeah, but you can spend that money elsewhere instead of hunting animals. You don't have to kill the animals and eat them.
No, but because
there's other ways to
spend the money,
conserve. There are better ways.
Hold on. There are
better ways. Hold on. There are better ways to conserve than killing deer. By the way, hunting is not conservation. It's not. Hunting is killing. Right? Conservation is when you actually preserve a species, or you preserve.
I don't think you heard my point. I don't think you heard what I'm saying.
And there are several different methods.
It doesn't sound like you're listening to my argument.
Hold on. There are several methods that are non-lethal that we should exhaust before we resort to killing and shooting animals in the heart. I think that's the point here. The crux of the issue is, I think it's wrong to kill animals when there's no reason to. There's no good reason to.
I think it's okay that people pay for licenses to go and hunt animals and kill them and eat them.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's wrong to me because it's not necessary. And there, like I said before, there are better ways to conserve.
It's not necessary, but there are benefits of doing it. And those benefits extend to other animals and other wildlife. So did you know that?
So you agree that's not necessary? Hold on.
More than 60% of funding of wildlife conservation
I don't
comes from
care
hunting.
about wildlife funding.
So you don't care about animals in the wild? You don't care about wildlife conservation?
God. So listen. My argument is that it's wrong to kill animals and eat them because it's not necessary. Do you agree that's not necessary to eat these animals?
I don't think it being not necessary means that it's wrong.
Okay. Do you
I think
agree?
if there's benefits of doing
okay,
it,
great. Let's take it back
then it's okay.
Hold on.
You just say hold on whenever I make a point.
Hold on.
You're not.
Oh my gosh. You're saying that it's okay to eat animals because we spend money to conserve and hunt. Well, I'm saying we don't have to hunt the animals. We don't have to spend the money there. That's a stupid way to spend money. There are other ways to conserve the ecological niches around the world. We don't have to hunt. It's not necessary. And the reason why it's wrong it is not just because it's not necessary, because it's also harming animals and killing them, right? And abusing a sentient individual. So, do you agree that it's wrong to abuse and harm a sentient being when there are other ways to do it? There are other ways to preserve a species. Do you agree?
Sorry, you're asking me if I agree, if it's wrong. No, I don't think it's wrong in every case. I don't think it's absolutely always wrong.
Okay. So what justifies harming animals when we don't have to?
The conservation of wildlife that if we're able to do because of the money that is granted by that.
Sir,
in fact, it works so well that other countries
oh my God,
stop. Dude, you just won't listen to me.
In what way are you conserving? In what way are you conserving? By hunting and killing and shooting deer. How is that conservation? Tell me.
Sorry, I was figuring out the unmute. Can you repeat the question?
How is killing and shooting deer conservation?
Well, it isn't in and of itself, right? Do you know what the
exactly?
You know what state wildlife agencies do?
That's my entire point. There's no reason to shoot these animals and kill them. So why do you do it?
Well, what I'm saying is because people do it, then that generates money that goes to do even better things.
Okay, great. So what if
would
so
you want to get rid of state wildlife agencies?
Sir, listen. If we held a convention where we shot people and hunted people and it generated money, would that be okay to kill people because it generated money?
That's a fair argument. And no, I don't think so.
Okay, great. So then just because we're raising money doesn't make it good.
However, I mean, let's say that money was then used to like solve world hunger, right? And you killed 5 people a year to do it, right? Imagine, then would you say that that's okay? That people do their little weird people hunts?
Yeah, I would say it's okay, but that's disanalogous, right? Because you're killing
well, I mean, it's extreme, but it's the same thing.
Hunters are killing millions of deer and they're generating very little money. And most of that money
goes generating tons of money. Like I said, 60% or more of wildlife conservation funding in the United States comes from hunting licenses.
It still doesn't justify killing the deer. And by the way,
it absolutely does. I value the state wildlife agencies. I value the things that they do.
Yeah,
and those things wouldn't exist without this hunting money.
Right.
Like I don't even hunt. Right, but I don't own a gun, but I think it's cool. I think it's fine for people to do.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me.
You're not listening to me.
There are other ways to produce money without killing deer. That's the point. There are other ways to generate profits without killing deer.
Then why?
That's what I'm advocating for. I'm advocating
exist as well.
That's all I'm saying, that we should stop killing deer and conserve in other ways that generates money.
Sorry, I don't know the name of the fallacy that you're making, but you're making a false comparison there. Like we can have both of those things, right? We can have money generated from hunting and we can have money generated for conservation in other ways.
Yeah.
But if you take that one away from hunting, that's not just going to magically make all this money appear for wildlife conservation. we're taking money from the pockets of
Sir,
people who shoot animals,
listen,
right? Those people aren't going to
Oh
donate
my
to.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen. I don't care how much money is generated. To me, $6 billion is nothing compared to the world's economy, right? And that money is not going to do enough to justify killing deer. But more importantly, we don't have to kill the deer to generate that money. We can generate that much money elsewhere without hunting and killing deer. That's the point. Do
I
you
don't
agree
think it
that
not being necessary
hold on,
makes
hold
it
on,
wrong.
hold on. So do you agree that instead of killing and shooting deer, there are other ways to generate money that are less fatal? Do you agree?
No, I don't agree.
Okay, great. So you don't think that we can also generate money by, I don't know, planting trees and generating other things in the environment? Conserving
I don't see how
ecological
eliminating
niches?
hunting makes those things happen.
What?
I don't see how eliminating hunting would generate extra money somehow.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying limiting. I'm saying that there are other ways to generate that same amount of money.
How?
Planting trees, cutting down invasive species.
What does that mean?
Helping the ecology.
Right, but where
sir.
are we going to get that $6.5 billion back?
People putting money into it. People putting money into that.
Right now, it's hunters that are putting money into it.
Governments,
it's gun enthusiasts
oh
that are
my
putting money into
gosh!
it.
Oh my gosh!
You just say that every time I make a valid argument.
Oh my God! Listen, governments, investors, people. These people could come together and use that money, put that $6 million, take it out of hunting, and put it somewhere elsewhere in terms of planting trees and helping the ecology. Right? Actually conserve it.
I think you're misunderstanding what
and perhaps using contraceptives for the deer, fencing, urban development changes. There's a way to generate profits without hunting. That's the point that you're not understanding. But by the way, you're missing the general picture of what it means to be vegan. I understand there are gray areas when it comes to deer and invasive species. I understand there are gray areas. You're missing the point. The general picture is that we should minimize harm as much as we practically can. It's about being practical. It's about not harming 80 billion animals. Do you agree that it's wrong to kill 80 billion animals in factories every year? Do you think that's wrong?
Yes, I do think that's wrong.
Okay, great. So
But I don't think that means that all meat eating
I understand.
Okay.
The only thing
you understand what? Just to make sure that you heard me.
The only thing you're arguing for is.
It doesn't sound like you're even listening.
Oh my gosh, I am listening. The only thing that you're arguing for is that, oh look, hunting generates $6 billion. But I just told you ways that we can generate that same amount of money, if not more, by not killing deer. So do you agree that that would be a better option if we could figure out a way?
If it was possible, but you're not really.
Hold on. If we could figure out a way to generate $6 billion without killing deer, would you think that's a better option? Yes or no? Come on, Sarah, please unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. You really don't need to keep muting me, by the way. I'm not going to talk over you. I haven't done that.
You already have. Yes or no?
Well,
answer the question.
Sorry, I think it's not a fair question, but yes, if you could alternatively magically generate that money somehow, yes.
Okay, great.
But
so then you agree. So then you agree that going vegan's better.
No, not absolutely.
Why
right?
not?
I think if there's a group of people in society who hunt animals for sport, and them doing that has all of these other benefits to things that I care about, like wildlife conservation.
I literally just told you this, that if we could find a way to generate that same amount of money without
that's the
it'd be better. And you said yes, so you agree that veganism is better.
You're really leaning
minimizing
on that
cruelty.
But that's not the truth. The truth is there are always going to be people who want to hunt.
That doesn't make it good, though.
That doesn't make it bad. I'm fine with it.
Well, it makes it bad because it's not necessary.
But there's a benefit. right? We all benefit from them
There's
doing
a
it.
benefit to people hunting other people if somebody got money from it. It doesn't make it good.
But does that exist? Can you prove that people do that and that does exist?
Yes, there are people that go out and literally pay money to kill people, hitmen.
Can you prove that?
You don't know that
but pay money to kill
you don't know about the mafia.
different than what we're talking about, which is hunting for sport.
Sir, you don't know about the mafia
or
hitmen? You don't know
that's not fair.
Bounty hunters?
That's not what we're talking about. Right, we're talking about hunting for sport. Right? I don't think you can say
it's
that.
It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Hunting somebody, right? Hunting somebody down for
this is a totally different arena. We're comparing animals.
Okay, great. How is it different then? Person versus the animal.
Are there hitmen for animals? Has anyone hired somebody to kill a deer they don't like?
Well, the reason why it's analogous is because you just agreed that those hunters generate profit.
Yeah.
So just like the hitman generates profit by killing the person. It's the same. It's
for
analogous.
Himself, right? In your analogy, the hunter is getting paid to kill the animals, but that's not the case. The hunter is paying to kill.
The point is that money's being generated.
But that doesn't
Okay.
The hunter's not making money.
Then let's make it completely analogous for you. Then let's make it completely analogous. I literally just explained this to you before. If we had a group of people being hunted for the government to make money from, right? Would that be good to you?
I would say it depends. Are they prisoners, right? Maybe they're on death.
What the hell? What the hell? Bro, he's justified murder.
Hi, Mike. So I've got a little question for you. Yeah. So do you know about PETA, the animal rights organization group?
Do you have an argument that justifies eating animals?
Yes, I have an argument that could actually shut your whole debate about being a vegan down. Yes. So you're saying that you disagree with the mass killing of animals, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? So do you support PETA as an animal rights organization?
No, I don't care about PETA. I'm talking about veganism.
This is the world's largest animal rights organization, might I add.
I don't care.
I'm talking about followers, right? Do you know what PETA do as an animal rights organization? Okay.
Stop. PETA has no association with veganism. Veganism is an ethical stance. It's not an organization.
Do you want me to tell you how PETA has relevance to veganism?
How?
PETA are the organization that support farms that mass produce vegan food. Do you know what PETA also admits to doing? PETA also admits to using pesticides.
Stop.
Okay, you speak your point.
That has no bearing on veganism as an ideology or as a philosophy. Okay, I don't care about PETA. And by the way, if PETA did something wrong, I would call him out for it. It doesn't make it good.
So what PETA actually do?
It's a completely different subject from PETA.
It's not a completely different subject, Mike, and I can tell you exactly why. If you just let me talk for a second.
Let me ask you this. What is veganism to you?
What is veganism? Eating plants and supporting the life of animals. But let me ask you this,
okay,
right? So
what's PETA?
PETA, okay, I've been trying to tell you that, but if you let me speak, please, I'll be very respectful to you. All I ask is that you do the same back and show me some respect and let me speak my point. I'm quite happy to listen to yours, but allow me to speak mine. So, PETA is the world's largest animal rights organization in the world. All they do is supposedly support animal rights. However, what PETA also do is supply the farmer with mass pesticides to kill off any animals that come near any of your vegan food being produced. Would you like me to list some animals that these pesticides kill?
Oh my gosh. Veganism does not mean I kill no animals. As a vegan,
no, but in order for vegan food to be grown...
Stop. Veganism understands and acknowledges that some animals are going to die. What we stand for is this. We want to minimize animal cruelty, and that's what veganism is doing. Pesticides, most of them are being used for animal feeding, animal farming. Most pesticides, most crops are killed for animals. You're killing way more animals by being a meat eater. You're using way more pesticides. You're killing way more animals as a meat eater. So stop saying that I'm doing bad because some crops have to be grown with pesticides. I understand that. You're not attacking veganism though. You're attacking some utilitarian version of it. which I'm not supporting or don't advocate for. I'm advocating for the fact that we should minimize cruelty as much as we practically can. So, what justifies killing animals when it's not needed?
Okay. So the source for your information was PubMed, I'm correct?
That's just one of the journals.
Yes, exactly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a case file on PubMed that supports exactly why humans do need to kill animals, okay? So
Great.
let's go through this. Okay, so reason 1, irrelevant. Wild harvest or food, don't agree with it for that aspect. Reason 2, human health and safety. So if PubMed is such a widely varied option for your sources of
why do we need,
information,
sir, why do we need to be healthy? Why
Am I
can't we
wrong?
be healthy as vegans?
I'm not saying we can't be healthy as vegans. I'm saying that the killing of certain animals is still necessary for the health and safety of the human body. It's as simple as that. Not even the human body. That was an incorrect term.
Give me one nutrient that we have to get from animal products that I can't get as a vegan.
Actually, I was trying to support your point against another guest that veganism is technically necessary. Vegetables are a necessary part of life due to amino acids that not all meats contain.
Veganism has nothing to do with vegetables. I'm talking about ethics, right? Why do we have to kill the animals? If you're going to say because we have to eat for survive or for health, what health benefits do we get purely from meat that I can't get as a vegan?
I didn't say that we have to eat animals for health benefits. I've just supported your point that amino acids can't be found inside.
Then what is the reason for killing animals?
Like I've said, human health and safety, agriculture, aquaculture. The fact of these invasive species. Do we not need to get rid of invasive species?
Yeah, but we don't have to get rid of them by killing them. And there are some vegans who agree that there are some fatal reasons, some justifications for killing invasive species. I completely agree there.
Yeah,
but we're not talking about those animals. We're talking about animals that don't have reasons for dying, like cows, pigs, and chickens.
Or rabbits, etc. That are killed using pesticides in order to produce vegan products. Yes. Again.
No. So the animals that die in crop fields, they are necessary because we have to defend our crops to eat. We have to eat something, right? If we want to kill no animals, we'd all just starve to death and die. There's no way we can kill no animals. But that's not what I'm advocating for. I'm advocating for a world where we minimize cruelty, which is what veganism entails.
Okay, so let's go on the conservation topic then. So let's say we conserve these animals. Where are we eventually going to put them when we conserve too many? What, are we just going to confine them back into exactly how they're produced to be killed? Because eventually we're going to run out of space to put them, and then eventually they're going to be cooped up and they're going to have nowhere to go.
So we breed 80 billion animals every year into factories. So we are already overpopulated with the animals. If we all went vegan tomorrow, the animals would go into sanctuaries and then slowly the numbers would decline. That's the only benefit. That's the perfect benefit of being vegan. Vegans want to minimize animal populations. For some reason, meat eaters want to maximize their populations and torture them along with it, right? Vegans agree that we should minimize animal population. That's what we're doing by being vegan. And if, like I said, if everybody was vegan tomorrow, the animals would be put in sanctuaries, their numbers would slowly decline because we are breeding them into existence as it is.
So you're saying by us all going vegan tomorrow, animals would get put into sanctuaries. So exactly my point again, sanctuaries would then eventually run out of space because just because you're putting them in sanctuary doesn't mean that the life cycle's still not going to happen. The animals would still reproduce, Mike, wouldn't they?
Where do we put the 80 billion animals right now?
In nature.
No,
this is the exact point. So if hunting isn't necessary, Mike, if hunting isn't necessary, so imagine from the get-go of the day, imagine from the get-go of the world, we never killed an animal.
We don't take these animals from nature. We breed them in factories. They're called factory farms. If everybody went vegan tomorrow, we would turn those factory farms into sanctuaries. We would have more than enough room because you're the ones causing this flow of animal breeding, right? There's a flow of animals constantly being bred into existence. Vegans are shutting off the valve. We're saying, stop breeding all these animals into existence. We're shutting off the valve. And from that moment, less and less animals will be in existence because they will not breed as much as we do, as you demand for your animal products. So the only solution is to be vegan in this scenario. If you want to stop the animals being populated, go vegan.
Mike, it's an incorrect statement. I understand the ideology behind it. The ideology, it does make sense. I agree with you. However, ideology isn't always what's going to happen.
You didn't attack my argument.
Over a certain amount of years, Mike, whether you choose to stop mass producing animals or not, they're still going to reproduce. It's inevitable. You cannot stop that. It's part of the life cycle. So eventually they're just going to reproduce back to the same numbers if we're not killing them, are we?
Stop. No, that's incorrect. They will not reproduce as much as we produce them now. Again, you missed everything I just told you. We are breeding animals into existence and artificially breeding them into existence way faster than nature could do. Plus, if we really wanted to, we can give these animals contraceptives such that they can't reproduce, which would solve all the problems we have.
Okay, so it's not right to kill them, but it's right to control their life cycle instead. That doesn't make sense.
No. What we're doing is we're being practical about it, saying, yes, we agree we can't overpopulate these animals because we don't have enough places to put them. So contraceptives are not harming the animal. They're still perfectly fine and free. But more importantly, this is a scenario that will never actually happen. You're arguing from futility because in reality, we all know we're not going to go vegan tomorrow. We understand that. So what justifies killing animals today? You have not presented a justification for killing animals at all.
I have, Mike. I've presented justification from the exact same website you're pulling your sources from, which is PubMed.
It's not a website. Do you know what PubMed is? It's just a site that actually facilitates studies in journals, in academic journals.
Mike,
I present the studies.
PubMed is a government website, which is the National Institutes of Health.
Stop. What you presented was not a study at all. You presented a news site.
Mike, can you tell me what this information right there says? National Institutes of Health, does it not?
That's not a study, sir. I'm asking for the study that demonstrates we have to eat animals.
From a government documented website.
Listen. You're not listening to me. What demonstrates that we have to eat animals? Why do we have to eat animals? I countered everything you told me today. You have not given one single counter, one single argument you have not given today. What is your argument that justifies eating animals? What is it? Just say it.
I'm trying to say it, Mike, and you keep cutting me in. You seem to do this with a lot of...
Just say it. Say it.
Right, so then let me speak my point and stop being so rude and cutting in. You know, every time you try to talk, I stop.
Sir, you're killing animals by the billions. I'm not rude.
I'm not personally killing animals by the billions, Mike. I am not personally killing animals by the billions.
Just give the argument already, please.
If you can stop muting my mic and stop butting in. But okay,
give the argument
on this. Like I say, I've tried to say this point. The fact of...
Guys, if you're gonna be a crybaby, you don't have a place in this debate. He did not present any arguments that justify slaughtering animals. Not a single one.
Yes, bro, they're good as fuck, bro.
Okay, great. So what if people were good as fuck? Should we eat people?
Bro, that's fucking cannibalism, bro.
Why is it wrong? They taste good.
So you tasted a human before?
Yeah, they taste good. Does that justify killing them?
See, bro, you a weirdo, bro. Hey, bro, look, bro.
Oh, I'm a weirdo because I eat somebody. But guess what? You eat somebody too, but you're not a weirdo?
Bro, hey, look.
What justifies killing animals?
Because they're fuking good.
Okay, what if a person was fucking good? What if a person was fucking good, sir?
McDonald's, nigga.
Oh my God, listen. Listen. What if a person tasted good? Would that justify killing a person for food? Yes or no? You're arguing for cannibalism at this point, right? You're saying they taste good, but so do people, right? What if people tasted good? Would that justify eating people? Yes or no?
Do you eat people?
Like they don't know how to fucking argue, guys. When you're in a debate, you need to bring arguments. You need to give syllogisms and arguments, right? Like that's how you debate somebody. You don't come in and just say, "Do you?" You got to give an argument. Give an argument, a justification. What is the justification? Hey, what do you got?
You're an idiot. Everybody's gonna eat meat forever.
Exactly. You're every time you guys come up say that, you're proving my point. You have no argument. You have no arguments.
Bro, what?
Yeah, what's your argument?
Bro, cut the live and go eat some meat, bro.
There it is. Again, proving my point. There's no argument. You guys have no arguments. Zero.
Hey.
Hey, what justifies killing animals?
Because it's good. Like,
okay, what if people tasted good? Would that justify eating
who's
people?
gonna eat a person? Be for real, bro. Like, animals just taste good. Like cows and like.
Okay, what? Okay,
like,
great.
Some days, like, I really just crave like a nice juicy burger
sir,
with
listen,
like mozzarella.
Stop and listen. Stop and listen.
I like oxtails too. Like,
guys, let me say something. I understand where you're coming from, right? I used to be non-vegan too. I used to eat meat too. So I understand it. It's funny to come up to the live and say, I like to eat meat. I like it, man. Shut up. I like meat. Right? I know it's cute to say that. But think about it. It's not a good argument, right? Because if you say, I like the way something tastes, that justifies killing somebody. Well, does it justify killing somebody like a person if they taste good? You would say, no, of course it's not good to be cannibal, right? We all know it's wrong to be cannibal. So the problem is that there's a contradiction. In one circumstance, you think it's okay to eat a person, to eat an animal for the taste, but when it comes to a person, it's not good for the taste. So what's the difference? Where's the morally relevant difference between a person and the animal that justifies killing the animal? And to my understanding of the world, there is no such justification. That's why I'm vegan. Literally, that's exactly why I'm vegan, right? Because we're not different from the animals in many ways, if not always. We are animals. And just like I don't want to kill a person, I don't want to kill an animal if I don't have to. That's all I'm saying as a vegan. I know it's so hard for you guys because you guys like to eat animals, but that's why we're debating.
Hi. So what about, tribes or places where all they have available to eat is meat?
Are you in those places?
No, I'm not, but those places do exist in the world,
So why are you not vegan?
I'm not vegan because I have freedom of choice.
Okay.
And
me too. I can freely
vegan.
choose to grape. Would that make it okay?
No.
Okay, great.
But graping is illegal.
Okay, great.
Graping is illegal. Eating meat is not, sir.
Great. So just because you have the freedom to do something doesn't make it good, right?
Just because you have the freedom to something also doesn't make it bad, correct?
Right. So now let's
great.
So now let's look at what you're saying now. What you're saying is I want to kill an animal for food, right? Why? What justifies eating that animal when you can easily eat something plant-based instead, when you don't have to cause the animal harm and suffering? Why do you want to choose to cause the animal suffering and harm? Why?
I don't look at it like that because I believe that humans and people are different.
What's the difference?
Such that.
What's the difference?
Our intellect, our free will. That was not valid. Animals have free will, but I'm saying,
Okay. Did you know that cows, pigs, and chickens all have IQs and intelligence higher than babies? Did you know that?
But a baby is a human. There's a significant difference in an animal versus a human.
What's the difference?
And also,
what's the difference?
Another point, though.
What's the difference?
I've already forgot that. What you ask.
What is the difference between a
My
human and an animal?
our consciousness.
Animals are conscious.
It's just apples and oranges. I mean, it's super apples and oranges, sir. But
How?
a
Why?
different point. Do you not have to supplement your food with certain chemicals because your body needs certain things to survive, correct?
Yeah, I can get everything I need as a vegan to survive and be healthy.
But you have to, sprinkle little certain vitamins and different things on your food. Do you not? So that you get all the
No,
supplements
I
you
don't.
need.
I don't. But even if I did have to sprinkle something or get a supplement, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with eating a supplement. It's better than killing and torturing animals.
Okay. But some vegans do eat those supplements, correct?
Okay, what's wrong with supplements?
Okay, some of those supplements do come from animals.
No, vegans, you can get all the things you need without eating animals at all.
Then why do they have to supplement?
We don't have to supplement, but it's a good thing to do. Everybody should supplement. But the point is that what justifies killing animals? I'd rather take a supplement than torture an animal. Do you agree?
But the supplements are coming from an animal.
No, they're not. They're just vitamins. They're not animals. They're just vitamins.
Vegans take are animal products. Furthermore, I have a question. Do you purchase things like all your shampoos, any medications, things that you use day to day? Any of those products?
Ma'am, I don't buy any animal products, okay? What justifies killing and using animal products to you? Please, what's your argument?
I'm gonna end with this one. Thank you for having me up. I'm gonna end with.
No, you're gonna end now. Okay, bye. Have a good day. And there is no fucking God. Get over it.
Get you ready to pursue a career doing what you love.
Here we go.
Auto technician.
I apologize. I must have hit the guest request by mistake.
The ego is strong. You're the one who thinks you're supposed to kill animals for no reason. Hey, what do you got?
So I don't want to come in here to fight, but see, I was a vegan once too, okay?
Hold on. How old are you?
I am 19, born 9/30 of 2004. So I
Okay,
am.
so what justifies killing animals and torturing animals?
I'm not saying that, but I used to be vegan and I felt really sick because I didn't have the nutrients. So what you have to understand is that
Okay,
the meat.
stop. No. Stop.
Stop putting me out, first off. The meat and.
You can be unhealthy eating meat. There are people that are deficient as meat eaters. I'm so sick of these anecdotal nonsense. Anybody can be unhealthy. You can starve yourself and die eating animal products. It has no bearing on veganism. It's not a diet. It's an ethical stance against animal cruelty. It's not a diet. Again, you can be healthy as a vegan, if not more healthy.
Hi.
Hey, what do you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, I don't like animal cruelty.
How old are you?
I am 34.
Great. So what justifies killing animals if you don't have to?
So, like, I am against it. Like, I don't feel that it's right, you know?
Great. So you're vegan?
I am close to becoming vegan. I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm almost there. I want to be vegan.
Good. Good for you.
Your argument is killing an animal, eh? You wanted to kill an animal? Brother, are you caught? I am.
Go take your pills, buddy.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Okay. So, my point is that it's how the world works. Like, for example, if a lion wants to eat something, then it's allowed, right? So, it's like, for example, we
No.
are allowed to
This
do
is
that.
a dumb argument. This is terrible. This is disgusting.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry about that.
we are not in the wild. We're not lions. We don't have to eat the animals, right? We have stores. You can purchase plant-based foods at the stores. So we don't have
But
to
we
kill
are
the
allowed,
animals.
though, right?
You're allowed to, but it doesn't make it good. One time you're allowed to be a slave, but it's still wrong.
I see. But God allows it, right?
I don't give a shit about your God. It doesn't exist, and there's no evidence for it. And who cares if he allows it? It's not required. Do you have to eat the animals? Do you have to cause them harm and pain?
I see. Got it. So, since you don't believe in God, so I guess I have to
Sir,
step
I
out.
don't need a magic space daddy to have ethics, right? Are you saying that just because the Bible says something, therefore it's good?
Yeah.
Really? So if the Bible said it, you can grape, it'd be okay to grape somebody.
No, because the Bible is ethical and
Oh, all of a sudden it's
yeah.
ethical. But guess what? The Bible does say you can grape people and say you can murder people in Deuteronomy, in Exodus, and in Leviticus. So the Bible is not the gold standard of morality. If anything, it's like the shit standard. But I love to see your argument that justifies killing animals outside of your biblical garbage.
To lessen their population, I guess.
Then go vegan. You're arguing for veganism because you're maximizing their population by breeding them into existence every year in factories. So if you want to minimize population of animals, go vegan.
I see. Got it. So I rest my case. Thank you so much for allowing me.
Okay. What do you got?
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so I watched your live. I forget when it was, but you said that you were pro. Oh, you said that you were for all life, like all living things. But then you say that
No, I
you're
never.
pro.
Man,
That was
stop
on the
this.
live where you
Stop.
said that.
Stop. You're gonna do this. You're gonna give an argument or go away, right? What justifies killing animals? Either give an argument or get the fuck off my life. Okay? Please, just give the argument. Unmute yourself, man, because you couldn't stand talking, so I had to mute you. Come on, man, please unmute yourself. Okay. Or go away, even better. Don't be rude. Killing and slaughtering animals is rude. Way more rude.
Hello?
How old are you?
18.
You're a very young 18-year-old. What do you got?
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Great. What's your argument?
I'm actually vegan. I just wanted to, please don't get rid of me. I just want to say to all the people that are making shitty arguments about supplements.
Nope. Argument or go away. Hey, what's your argument?
Hey, so how long you been vegan all your life, right?
No, what's your argument against veganism?
So eating plants is just not for.
Hey, what's your argument? I didn't kick him, guys. He left him on his own terms. If you live in the Arctic, you can't be vegan. I'm not in the Arctic.
Yo.
How old are you?
Shit.
Nobody can justify eating animals, I guess. I wonder why.
Yo, hello.
Hey, what's your argument?
So, who wants to come to my barbecue? Chicken, beef, who's coming?
Yeah. No argument. You guys are proving my point. Every time you come up here, no argument.
Yo.
How old are you?
25.
Great. What's your argument?
So, why is it against eating animals? Like, what's against it?
Oh, I don't want to harm them. I don't want to cause them pain or suffering. I don't want to kill them, take their lives away when it's not needed.
Yeah, but why isn't it needed?
Because we can eat plant-based foods instead. So what is your argument for eating animals?
I mean, they're pretty good.
Okay, so what if somebody tasted good? Would that justify killing somebody because they taste good?
No, I'm not saying that.
Great. So why do you get to kill an animal but not a person? What's the difference?
I don't know. Burgers are pretty tasty.
But you just said that just because somebody tastes good doesn't justify killing them. So what's the difference between a person and an animal that justifies killing the animal for their taste but not the human? What's the difference?
But I mean, like, an animal's not a person, though.
I know, but what's the morally relevant difference between us?
I'm like confused of what you're saying. It's two different things.
What is the trait? Name the trait that humans have that animals don't have that justifies killing the animal. What's the trait?
It's an animal.
We are animals too.
No, we're humans.
Humans are animals.
I don't know. I mean, that's like some Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Yeah, this is where carnism takes you, right? Because there's no reason to kill animals at all. You have no justification for it.
Huh. Anyways, burgers, nuggets, anything.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Pretty yummy.
I predicted it. It's always our last thing they say. Burgers. By the way, there's vegan burgers too that are 10 times better than. Hey, what do you got?
Hey, mate, I got an interesting question for you. What's the difference between a human and an animal?
What do you mean? And we are animals. We are synonymous with animals. We are animals.
Yeah, but you're trying to differentiate like why an animal is similar to a human being by saying, why don't we eat humans?
Yeah, what animal are you talking about?
Cows, chickens,
Yeah, there are animals like we are. We're the same. Now you're talking
Yeah,
about physiologically speaking, we're all different, just like I'm different from you physiologically. It doesn't justify murder, right? So what
veganism is all about
justifies,
ethics, right? There, so
right? What ethically justifies slaughtering animals?
yeah. So what's the difference between an animal and a bug?
A bike?
A bug.
Bugs are animals. Again,
Yeah. So harvesting kills insects, rodents, birds, amphibians, reptiles, stuff like that. What's the
yeah,
difference
and
from
guess what?
that?
Most harvesting is done for animal farming. Did you know that 75% of all crops in the world are grown for animal farming?
But it's still used for veganism as well, right?
Right. But vegans are killing way less, and the animals that are dying in crop fields for vegans are for self-defense. We have to eat something, right? But you're causing maximal amounts of harm and suffering to the not only the animals, but the environment, right? There are studies after studies showing that 75% of land is being deforested for animals.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's pretty much all I wanted to ask. Thanks for your time.
Okay. I never said we can all stop all suffering. That's not an argument I'm making. I'm saying we can minimize it by making simple, practical choices.
How you doing, Mike?
Great. What do you got?
Can I justify eating animals? Yeah, they taste phenomenal, and back kind of circling back to what the previous guest said, when you harvest crops, you're destroying that whole ecosystem.
No.
So
So that's completely ridiculous what you just stated. You don't destroy ecosystem by cropping or growing crops. That's stupid.
how
More
do you not?
importantly,
You're destroying all the indigenous plants.
oh,
You're destroying the
yeah,
insects. You're destroying the amphibians, the
yeah,
reptiles, the
so
small
there's a study.
mammals.
Here's a study called Field Deaths in Plant Agriculture by the Journal of Agriculture and Environmental Ethics by Bob Fisher and Annie Lamy, and it demonstrates that for every 5 acres, for every hectare, about 2 animals die for crop fields. So that destroys your argument. But more
For
importantly,
every 5 acres?
yep,
Do you live in a city?
yep,
I can tell. I can assure you, in 1 acre,
it's
there's
not an
more than
argument.
10
That's not an
animals
argument.
living under the ground, and those
Oh, you can
animals are
assure
going to
me.
get murdered.
So trust me, bro. Right? No sources, no data, no evidence.
Yeah, that seems like a common theme with on your side of the aisle is to
Yeah,
trust
I
me,
just gave
bro.
you a
Here,
source.
trust this
I
article.
just gave you a source. You didn't give me jack shit.
Do you want me to pull out a URL out of my ass?
Sure, give me a fucking study. But more importantly,
I can look into it. I just
let me
think
attack
for
your
you
other
to
argument.
think that there's
Let me
5 acres, only 2 animals are going to get killed when you till the entire 5 acres. That's a
yeah,
little
because
ridiculous.
most of the deaths that are caused are not from the crop fields being
You don't
plowed.
think
It's
that you don't
from
think there's
animals.
more than 2 frogs in 5 acres, 2 lizards,
No,
2 moles, 2 rats?
no, we're talking
Come on.
about per acre. There's 2 animals per acre. Now, more importantly, when it comes to the animals that you said in the first thing, they taste good. Well, how about people? What if people tasted good? Would that justify killing the people?
No, it's anti-humanity.
Okay,
I think
great.
every animal is.
So,
I think every animal on Earth is somewhat programmed to have a group think to do what's best for your species and to carry it on.
same
So
with
no, you can't
great.
really. You're comparing cannibalism to eating meat. That's very
Okay, great.
bizarre.
So, what's the difference between eating a person and eating an animal for food? What's the difference?
What's the difference between eating an animal and eating a plant? Why do you want to kill plants?
Plants are not sentient. We are.
How do you know that?
They don't have brains, nervous systems, or pain receptors.
What about fungus chains that go hundreds of miles across and communicate? Just because they don't communicate like traditional animals doesn't mean they don't communicate.
My phone communicates. Does that mean my phone feels pain?
Your phone's not living. Your phone doesn't reproduce.
It doesn't matter.
That's not a
It's still
fair.
it doesn't matter. It's still communicating. It doesn't mean it's sentient.
But it's also not living.
It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant because my left ass cheek is alive. It doesn't mean it's sentient. Bacteria is alive. It's not sentient.
I guess what gives you the right to dictate what other people eat?
Your actions have consequences, and killing and eating animal products is causing animals harm, suffering, and death. So why do you do it?
Brother, the world is a dark place.
Does that justify raping? Does that justify murder? Does that justify everything?
It absolutely
You've opened
doesn't. But
Pandora's box now.
every mammal, for the most part, carnivores.
What?
Carnivores eat other animals.
But we don't have to eat animals. We can eat plants instead. So why do you eat animals?
It makes you strong.
Okay.
It tastes good.
So, okay, great. So
it makes your bloodline tall.
Do you agree that there are vegan bodybuilders?
Yeah, I do. And you're taking a minute example, and I think they'd be much better off
you could be strong.
whey protein, considering whey protein as the highest.
Sir, do you agree that you could be strong and a bodybuilder as a vegan?
I believe it's possible, but
Okay,
you're doing
great.
yourself a disservice.
Okay, great. So you have no argument here. So what justifies eating animals if you don't have to?
You're taking a very minute example. If you look at the vast majority of people who are vegans, they have significantly less body mass than people.
Yeah,
than
because
other
they're not
people.
fucking fat and obese like the majority of people on the planet who eat animal products. Most people who eat meat have heart disease, cancer, or likely have cancer, and are fat and are overweight. I'm a healthy BMI. Literally, my BMI.
Well, you're eating solely plant products, and you're comparing that to a general populace who's got.
Sir, my BMI is 21.5. It is perfect. So, do you agree now that vegans can be healthy as we can be healthy as vegans? Do you agree?
I believe it's possible. I don't think it's not.
So what?
It's not ideal. It's not.
What justifies slaughtering and torturing animals if you don't have to?
I will say, to your point, I think there's certain farming tactics that are not ethical that could easily be switched. But for the most part, I'm sure you haven't gone out to too many farms. There's plenty of farms out there.
Do you have a justification for killing animals? Do you have a justification for killing pigs, chickens, and cows around the world or not? Do you have a justification?
Where are you going to get that additional protein source?
Plants.
What plants specifically?
Soy, chickpeas, black beans.
Soy increases estrogen rates astronomically. I don't want to be a femboy.
False. That's completely false. Soy has no bearing. So let me educate you on this, right? Soy is phytoestrogen, which is a plant-based estrogen, which does not impact any animal estrogen at all. And there are studies after studies demonstrating this. Soy does not affect animal hormones at all. But you know what does affect human hormones? Milk and dairy products increase estrogen. So if you're going to argue against veganism for that, you should be arguing against eating dairy, and because that is what raises estrogen, not soy.
I don't believe that to be true at all. I've seen multiple studies where they
give me one source that says soy increases estrogen.
If I DM you a source and it
bring it up, bring up the source.
You want me to Google it out right now?
Go ahead. Give us a source that says soy increases estrogen in our bodies, and that we should, to a degree that renders us feminine.
Soy consumption may have a link to raising serum estrogen in humans, potentially causing thyroid disorders.
Give us a study. Where's the DOI number on this? And where's the source coming from?
This is Montana State University soy intake and hormonal health.
What's the study called? What's the title of the study?
I just read it. Soy intake and hormonal health complications. So let me ask you this.
Well, hold on. What you just cited was not a study, sir. This was a website, not a study. Do you know what a study is? A study is when you actually take test subjects. You experiment under a methodology. That's a study.
I understand that. They're citing studies in this article.
School.
Are they citing studies in this article? Yes or no?
No, nothing to do with estrogen in soy.
That's not true at all. Scroll down to the
So
bottom here.
give me one.
Cautions
So
with
give me,
soy,
so give me one
the
study.
effect that soy may have on thyroid health.
Okay,
But
here's
there's
one
also
study. Here's one study that counters what you're saying. It's literally linked in the thing you just gave me. None of the other hormones measured showed any statistical difference between two groups in terms of patterns of change. Literally, there's literally nothing you presented here at all that indicates anything what you said is true.
let me do some more digging, and we shall see.
Go ahead and keep digging. Keep digging. Dig them
But
holes,
soy
holes, dig them holes, holes, holes.
Hey.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fired. What's your evidence? What's your justification?
Okay, I'm just making sure you can hear me because we got a new Wi-Fi router in the house, so looks like everything's good. Okay. So, debate a vegan. Can you justify eating animals? Yes. Yes, you can. So, every single study that you have been explaining to these people are based off of basically feelings, right? That people have chosen to find answers in.
What study have I said that is based on feelings? What's the study?
Humans have evolved to want to explore and understand things. So creating facts and evidence with some of the smallest bits of information.
Stop. What study did I just mention today that was based on feelings? Give me one study that is based on feelings.
I don't know. Why are you born with canine teeth and not grazing teeth like a horse?
Because canines don't necessarily mean you have to eat animal products. Did you know that gorillas have larger canines than us, but they are herbivorous? Canines have no bearing on what you're supposed to eat. Canines can be used for many different things, like defense, right? But more importantly, we don't have to eat animal products. There's no need to do it. So what justifies doing it if we don't have to?
Well, not only have humans evolved an organ over time that is no longer used due to the comfort of living in which food is cooked, we had an organ that once broke down meat so we could get all of the nutrients out of raw meat.
So we no longer have it, do we?
We still do. We're still born with it.
What
It's
is
just
it?
not
What's that
functional.
organ called? What's the organ called?
What the hell is that called? Do you know?
What?
The one that breaks down the meat. It's not. Is it a pancreas? No. Is it an appendix?
No.
What is that called? Fuck. Buddy's eating me for this. I don't remember what this organ is called.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Come back when you actually have the organ. And more importantly, do you agree with the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics that all people on vegan diets that are well planned can get all the nutrients they need? Do you agree with the doctors and nutritionists around the world that say that vegan diets are perfectly healthy for everybody? Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. I'm a bodybuilder.
Okay, great.
I'm a bodybuilder, and I understand that meat as a source of protein is very vital opposed to eating
Okay,
plants.
great. So why is it vital? Did you know that there's vegan bodybuilders?
Oh yeah, I do know there are vegan bodybuilders buying
great.
supplements because they cannot properly intake the right amount of protein. So they have to overcompensate their body.
That's nonsense.
It's really not.
There is no sir, listen. There is no evidence that says that as a bodybuilder you have to eat meat. There's no studies to say this. There are vegan bodybuilders who get plenty of fucking protein, who digested perfectly fine as plant-based bodybuilders. There is no need to eat animal products at all. Can you give me one study on this?
One study on what? On what, sorry?
That one study that supports your notion that we have to eat meat to be healthy and strong as a bodybuilder.
No, because this is my reason for not.
Wonder why.
Okay, you're not understanding this, man. I don't need to dive deep and look for answers to give people on why I should do something. My body was born with an organ that was made for breaking down meat.
But you don't have to stop. I don't give a shit what your body's made of. You don't have to eat the animal products. You don't have to.
But you
There is
don't
no
actually
need.
have an argument. You just have studies that other people have made that you now agree with and think that you know you can project them to
Oh,
people.
so you have no actual counter evidence. All you have is your arguments don't. I don't like them. That's all you're saying here. These are easy and cheap things to say, but can you demonstrate what you said is true? Everything I've said is stated based on studies that are demonstrated, that are verified, peer
Okay, so
reviewed.
let me ask you something.
You have given zero data to support what you're saying is true at all. And you're not even engaging in the conversation at this point.
Debate of vegan. Humans are omnivore animals, hence the reason we have the organs and the teeth that we do.
But
We
don't.
became accustomed to eating food from
That
different
doesn't mean we have
environments.
to eat the animals, though.
So what are you going to do? Live off of beans and chickpeas your whole life?
Plants, yes,
It's not
plant-based foods.
sustainable. You cannot build enough greenhouses to sustain the entire earth. There's not enough.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
in the world to do that.
let me show you this, sir. Did you know that 70% of soybeans in the world are grown for animals?
Yeah, to feed them so we can eat them.
Yeah. So we already grow enough beans to feed everybody on the planet. And there are studies after studies showing that if everybody went vegan, we would actually have a surplus of food. We would have more food than today because most of the food we grow goes to the fucking animals.
And then you would have an overpopulation of animals in the world.
No, they're already overpopulated because you're eating them, you're breeding them into existence. That's your fault, not ours. You are causing the overpopulation of animals, and vegans are minimizing their population by stopping their breeding from happening.
No.
No, that's your argument? Your argument is no?
Okay, so you're sitting here. I'm looking at you, and I see your teeth. Okay. No, I don't think you're a dumb guy at all. I have nothing against you personally. Just.
That's all they got. Anybody can move their lips. Where's the substance? Where's your data? Where's your evidence? Where's your argument? You ain't got shit.
How old are you?
That was the best argument I've heard so far all day.
Hello.
What do you got?
So, can you hear me?
Unfortunately.
Oh, why you're so mad?
Because you're stuffing animals in gas chambers and killing them and torturing them. That's why.
Okay, that's not true. First of all, I was a vegan for a year.
Okay, great. So what justifies killing animals now?
Well, as for me, inflammatory response to many different food, and meat
Okay.
is very anti-inflammatory.
No, it is
one.
not. That's false. Meat is pro-inflammatory. That's ridiculous. Meat is very inflammatory to your body. Plant-based foods are actually anti-inflammatory. Fruits, vegetables, beans, these are all anti-inflammatory. But it doesn't matter because you can still be vegan even though that there's some foods that you can't eat. There's 50,000 plant-based foods. They're not all going to be inflammatory to you.
Well, there are many cases of people who actually stop eating all kind of foods, and decided to go only meat, and many of
I
their
don't give a
diseases
shit,
got
man. I don't
healed.
give a shit. I don't care
So
about diets.
you're putting down an argument.
Stop. Veganism is not a diet. I'm sick and tired of arguing about a diet. I'm asking about ethics. What is your ethics? What justifies torturing animals? And if the only thing you have is, well, I ate a piece of toast and it was inflammatory, it gave me gas. That's something you have to talk to with a doctor or a nutritionist who can help you. I'm not a nutritionist, but go learn from them. You can still be vegan, ma'am. What justifies torturing animals? That's what veganism means. You don't know what veganism means if you think it's a diet. It's not a fucking diet. So give an argument or go away. Stop with the diet shit.
So what are the arguments? You mean just the animals aspect of it? Okay, then nothing justify torturing that. But when you eat an animal, you're not planning on torturing the animal. You're just planning on eating it.
You're taking its
And
life.
and
You're taking its life away when it could have been free and happy. Why do you do that?
well, the same reason you kill a mosquito. I don't know.
I don't
You
kill.
need to eat it.
I don't sit around and just go, "Where's the mosquitoes? Let me kill them." That's stupid.
Okay,
If a
actually,
mosquito,
I have
man,
3% of battery
listen,
left.
listen,
I
listen.
would love to continue.
The reason why this is not analogous is because when it comes to a mosquito, I don't go out of my way to kill mosquitoes. If they bite me, if they're attacking me, yes, I'm going to swipe it off me. But that's not analogous to slaughtering pigs, chickens, and cows in a factory where they're minding their own business. They didn't want to be bred into existence, but guess who chose for that to happen? You did. You decided, you demanded that they be bred into existence just for you to slaughter and exploit their body parts. That is completely disanalogous from killing a mosquito who is biting me. So give an actual argument or go away. I mean, at this point, this is embarrassing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have 2% of battery left and I cannot continue debating.
Hello.
Hey, what's your argument?
So I don't really want to like argue about it. I just kind of want to touch on it.
No, give an argument or go away. If you don't want to argue, go away. Like, come on.
Okay, we can argue if you're gonna act like that. There is a proper way that like animals should be killed. Like if you're gonna eat them, they shouldn't be put in a factory their entire lives and like
Okay,
tortured.
so how should we kill an animal then? How should we kill an animal that doesn't have to die? How do you do that?
Well, there's more. Well, I mean, if you're a person that wants to eat meat, like if you enjoy eating like a steak or whatever, there's like shooting it is like not like it still sucks. Like yes, you're obviously killing an animal, and yeah, it's probably painful for like that split second.
So if I enjoy to eat people, can I shoot them and eat them without pain?
Without pain, yeah, you could probably shoot them and eat them without pain. I mean, there are, if we're being realistic about it,
you think it's justified to murder people for their body parts?
No, I don't think it's justified to murder people. Like we're all mammals, but there's a difference between a person and like a four-legged animal. I mean, it's different.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
An animal doesn't speak. An animal doesn't have a job. An animal, yeah, they have families and stuff, but they're not connected like that. They're the way they're mentally wired is not the same.
Babies don't speak. Babies don't speak. Babies don't have jobs. Should we eat babies?
No, but they grow up and they speak.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're already killing babies anyways.
What if there was a person who was mentally challenged such that they couldn't work or they couldn't speak? Would it justify killing those mentally challenged people?
Absolutely not. And that's a good point too. That is a good point. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you want to eat a person, then, you know, you can go join like those tribes out there in the middle of nowhere and be a cannibal.
Oh my gosh, sir. Stick on topic. What justifies you killing animals? What is it?
Because I want to eat it. Like, it's that simple.
So
it's
your only justification is I want to do it? That justifies great murder,
just like,
cannibalism?
Yeah. Almost, no, that's how people think.
So what justifies eating
people? Listen.
Wait, no, listen, sir. Listen to me. You just said that what justifies eating animals is I just want to do it. How about if I want to kill a person? What if I want to grape somebody? Would that justify grape? Because I want to do it.
No, not at all. That's completely different.
So then wanting something does not justify it. Wanting something doesn't justify enacting it.
Okay, then why? So, for example, if someone's saying that someone thinks, you know, plants have feelings, then how do you react to that? Like saying, "Oh, I don't want to eat plants."
That's stupid. They don't have feelings. Plants are not sentient.
No, they're not sentient, but what if someone believes that? Then what do you tell them?
They're stupid.
Okay,
They're just
and that's
wrong.
how a lot of people that eat meat feel that same way about vegans. Like it's not
well, the reason why they're wrong is because they actually have no argument or evidence behind them, because animals are sentient and plants are not sentient. So what is your justification for killing sentient beings who don't have to die? What is that justification?
To face the facts honestly, it's actually good for your body. Red meat is actually good for your body.
Okay. So now you're disagreeing with the fact that the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, doctors and nutritionists around the world, they say that vegan diets are suitable for all stages of life and you can be perfectly healthy as a vegan. Do you agree
Yes,
with
you
those
can be.
doctors and nutritionists?
Yes, you can be. You definitely can be, but
Okay,
you have to
great.
think.
So we can be healthy as vegans. Do you agree?
Yeah, you can be healthy. Absolutely. I do agree with that. And I
Great.
think that's
So
what comes.
so what justifies eating animals if we don't have to?
Well, I mean, we don't have, if you want to, like, if we're going back, it's just like been a part of our time. That's what's natural to us. So if, for example, if we grew up only being vegan, like killing an animal would sound horrible. Like, honestly,
Sir, if we grew up raping and murdering, would that be okay?
we would look at it as okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be okay, but we would look at it as okay.
Great. It wouldn't be okay, right? So just because we grew up a certain way doesn't make it good to continue doing an action, right? If it's in our nature to grape, it doesn't make it good. I'm asking you, what justifies killing animals who don't have to die?
For food, because they don't have to die. But listen to this: you don't have
But
to
we
have
can
an
get food
attitude.
from
You
plants.
realize
We
that,
can get
right? You
food
don't
from
have to have.
plants.
This could go a lot better if you didn't have a bad attitude. Like, honestly, like, so
Oh,
let me say
please.
this, bro.
You're just crying because you have no fucking argument. You
No,
have
I
a
have an
bad,
argument.
you have a
Okay,
bad
so I'm gonna
ethical
throw you.
system. That's what
I'm
you
gonna
have.
listen. I'm gonna throw you in the middle of the forest and
We're not in the middle of a fucking forest. We have grocery stores. We have options. And with options comes responsibility. That's what ethics means. It seems like you don't have ethics because if you did, you'd recognize that our choices have consequences. And eating an animal is not necessary. And it's the consequences harming and killing a sentient being. That is simple. If you can't understand that, I can't debate you. So give an argument or go away. Please stay on topic.
oh, you had to unmute me first. So back when like cavemen were around, right? And we didn't have freaking grocery stores or anything to go get lettuce. Like, I don't think
Man,
most.
sir, are we cavemen?
Dude, this is evolution. That's what life is. It's
But
evolution.
are we cavemen today?
No, we're not cavemen today, but
Okay,
people still
great.
want to
So
kill
who cares
animals and
about the
eat them.
fucking
Like, it's
cavemen?
just
Who gives a shit about them? Who gives a shit about them? We're in 2023. We have choices. What justifies killing animals today? Today.
it's all market. It's all business. If you think about it,
Does it make
listen,
it
it's
ethical? No.
business.
It was business to own slaves. Would that justify
Why do you
slavery?
compare like meat to like graping and slaves?
What's
Like,
the
that's very
difference? What is the
different.
morally relevant difference between a person and an animal that justifies killing the animal?
When you kill an animal, you're not mentally torturing them and they have to live with the fact that you raped them for the rest of their lives.
Sir, I said killing an animal. What justifies killing an animal,
To eat
but
them
not a
for
person?
food.
Okay, if I ate a person for food, would that be okay?
I mean, it honestly depends. Like, there's certain places that they do that, and that is okay. Just like
Sir, what if,
listen,
sir, I'm asking about you. Do you think, sir, I know you're stuck. I know you're stuck, sir. But
No,
do
I'm not
you
stuck. I'm
think,
trying to talk, but you keep cutting me off. You think
do
you're
you
smart about it,
think,
but you're
because you're
not.
off
So
topic, you're off
actually,
topic. You're off topic, you're off topic.
over in China, they kill.
We're not in China, sir. You're not in China. I'm asking you.
You also said we're not in
You,
caveman times.
what
Like, then where are we? In the
justifies
U.S.
you killing animals?
to fucking eat them, obviously. Like, damn.
Okay, great. So do you recognize that I can kill a person to eat them?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, great. Does that make it okay?
If it's okay to someone else, then it does make it okay. And if it's
No,
not, just like,
to you, sir, to you. Is it okay to kill somebody for food to
no,
you?
that's not okay to me. To
Okay,
me,
great. So
that's
why
not
is
okay.
it great? So why is it wrong to kill a person for food, but it's completely okay to kill an animal for food? What's the difference?
To me, it's okay to kill an animal for food, personally.
Why?
Because I personally enjoy it. I enjoy the meat that they provide. That's why
Okay,
God put them on
what
this
if I
planet.
enjoy to eat a person? Does that justify eating a person because I enjoy it?
To me personally, no, because I don't agree with that.
Okay, great. So what's the morally relevant difference between a person and the animal that justifies killing the animal? What's the
reason why
difference?
there's a reason why this argument is still a thing is because it's just a big circle. There's no
What's exactly, because you have no fucking argument that pushes us
and you don't
forward.
either. And
What's
you
the
don't
difference? No, I'm perfectly
No,
my framework is
you're not
perfectly
gonna convert me.
See, my framework is complete, consistent in the sense that I don't kill animals for the same reasons I don't kill people. They're both sentient, they're both conscious, they're both aware. Morally speaking, they're equivalent. They're equivalent morally. In that sense, I don't want to kill the animals. So, but your framework says, oh, I get to kill an animal for their food because they taste good, but a person, no. So now you have a contradiction. Your job now is to demonstrate the difference, the trait that humans have that animals don't, that justifies killing the animals. And so far you said they taste good, so do humans. Who cares? I'm talking about what's the trait that justifies killing the animals. Yeah.
The truth is that we have the power to do it. We're at the top of the pyramid, the food pyramid. You know, we learned that like.
Great. So now your only argument is because we can do it, that means we should do it.
No, it's not my only argument. It's part of a big argument. There's more like.
What's the big argument? Give us the big argument now.
There's a lot that goes into it. It's everything we talked about, and I just said
everything you talked about is circular. I'm talking about.
It's not circular. It's circular to you because you disagree.
Great. So what is justifies eating animals then?
To have food. Like, okay, so I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Bye. Dude, that's circular. You can't say for food, and then I say, well, we can eat plants for food, and but you're going in circles because you have no fucking argument. There's no trait. There's no difference. There's no difference between the human and the animal that justifies killing the animal. There is no difference. Hey, what do you got?
So you asked him what's the difference between animals and
We can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me? Sorry, I had Bluetooth issues.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so you asked him why we can't kill humans and eat them, but we can kill animals and eat them.
Yeah, why do we get to kill animals and eat them? Why?
If you were to compare humans to animals, the memory, the term long-term memory, how long they can remember things for, you'll get your answer.
Okay. So what if there's a person who has memory loss, who doesn't remember anything? Is it justified killing that person?
I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about their families. Their families don't forget.
Yeah, but your only justification for killing an animal is because they have no memory, which they do, by the way.
That's not the only justification. That's one.
First of all, you're wrong in several ways. Animals have plenty of memory. Animals are extremely memorable. They understand lots of things. Cows can recognize faces. They can recognize people. They can recognize other family members for years. In fact, many animals are more memorable than even people. But more importantly, your justification for killing animals is that, they don't have memory. But if I point to a person who doesn't have memory, you say it's wrong. Contradiction. What is the justification for killing the animal instead of the person? Go.
You keep muting people, like, to get your point across, but that stops the other person, like in this position myself, from debating properly.
Sir, stop yapping and answer.
You're a dumb cunt. That's what you are. All right, mate?
Oh, okay. So now you have no argument.
Well, I do, but I can't be bothered arguing with you.
What is it? I'm waiting.
They taste good, that's it.
Beef. Oh, it tastes good. Okay, great. So what if a person tasted good? Would that justify killing that person for food?
They don't taste good.
What if they did?
Do you know if they do?
It doesn't matter, sir. What if somebody tasted good? Would that justify killing that person?
But do they taste good? Do we taste good?
To Jeffrey Dahmer, yes. I'm asking you, sir.
With
What,
mental illnesses, yeah, he had a mental illness.
if a person tasted good to you, would that justify killing that person for food?
But they don't.
What
Just
if they
like you
did?
don't eat.
What if,
Just like you don't.
sir?
Just like you don't eat every single animal.
Stop!
Just like you don't eat every single animal.
Stop!
What do you mean stop? Just like you don't eat.
That's what I mean. Stop. Answer the question. If a person he left. If a person tasted good, would that justify killing a person? No. What if I took a person, I chopped their body up, I put it on the barbecue, right? I put sauce on it, I put ketchup, I put lettuce, tomato, bun, put it in a burger, and it tasted good. It tasted great. Would that justify killing the person? No. When it comes to the animal, you think it's perfectly okay. What's the difference? They're both meat. They both taste good. What's the difference? There is no difference. Hence, you have no argument. What do you got?
So if like
that was a fetus. Keep tapping, guys. Keep tapping. Subscribe to my YouTube. I have all these debates on my YouTube, by the way. Link in bio.
What's up?
What's your argument?
My argument is that if everybody stopped eating meat, we'd all become done because we got smart by cooking meat from animals.
Okay.
The fire breaks down the proteins in the meat, and that made humans smart. It made us.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So if meat,
if we stopped eating
what
meat,
substance, sir? What substance
we would
in
die.
meat?
What
substance, sir? What substance in meat makes our brain smarter? Name the substance.
It's the proteins in the meat. It's the protein in the meat.
What protein
breaking
is it?
down.
What protein,
breaking down,
sir? What protein is it? What protein is it?
Breaking down the protein in the meat with fire.
What protein?
Cooking meat. Cooked
meat. What protein?
If we ate raw meat.
Sir, listen. What protein? What protein is it?
What do you mean what protein is it?
What protein?
The specific protein?
What protein makes our brains smarter?
It's not a specific protein. It's cooking the meat.
Okay, what about cooking the meat? What about cooking the meat makes our brain smarter?
I'm not going to argue with him. It's the truth.
Oh,
and you know it's the truth. And you
this is so ironical.
Believe it.
This is so ironical because the ones saying that we are smarter by eating meat are typically the lowest IQ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have an argument for us today or not?
Yes. Yeah, my argument is
it seems to me that
is breaking down the proteins.
There's nothing about eating animal products that makes you smarter at all.
By cooking the proteins in the meat and breaking it down.
Where's your science? Where's your evidence? Where's your data? Where's your evidence on this? Where's your data? Where's your data? Where's your data?
What do you want me to pull up the YouTube? Or I mean, I'm here to make an argument. I'm here to do a debate.
Sir, you're getting your information from fucking YouTube, sir. YouTube.
To be Wikipedia.
Stop. What is the source for your argument? What is the data? The evidence?
Look it up.
I can look up flat earth, buddy. It doesn't make it true. I'm asking you, what is the source? Where's your study? Where's your data? If you have nothing, just tell us. Be honest.
I am being honest. It's facts. It's known facts.
Okay, great. So where's your study? Where's the data?
I'm going to hop off here, though. It's the truth.
Okay.
But
you can't just spout the truth and not have any data to back it up. That's dishonesty.
No. Right. Can you prove it wrong? Can you prove it wrong?
The burden of proof is on you. You made the claim.
You're making the claim.
You're making the claim. Listen, sir, the position of the Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition is that vegans all stages of life on a well-planned vegan diet are perfectly healthy. There is nothing about vegan diets that make our brains stupider. That's ridiculous. There's
Maybe
no
not
such
ours, but
thing.
our children, your
No,
children's
there is no
children's
evidence of that.
children.
There is no evidence of that. You can't say
If
no.
everybody in the world stopped eating meat, the future generations will become dumber.
Where's your evidence of that? Where's your data for this? Come on, sir. Either give me fucking data or go away. You're wasting our fucking time.
All right, how do I exit out of here?
That's what
How
I
do I
thought.
exit?
That's what I thought. I got it for you. Don't worry. Guys, if you're going to debate me, come with evidence and data to back it up.
Hello?
You can't just make claims.
Hello?
Hey, what's your argument?
My argument is, what do you actually get out of eating a fucking plant?
I don't harm. What I get from eating plant-based foods is I'm not harming an animal, not torturing an animal who didn't have to be tortured. What I
Right,
get from it
okay,
is
but
actually helping the ecology of the earth. Vegans have 75% lower carbon footprints than their counterpart meat eaters, which means that we cause less climate change. We are better for the environment, better for the animals, better for the world. Because if everybody
okay,
went vegan, we'd actually have more food, we'd have more trees, we'd have less carbon emissions, we'd have more water, more
right,
biodiversity, we'd have more
okay, but
abundance of food and prosperity. That's
so
what
you're
matters.
so worried about that animal remembering, do you think like a fucking animal?
No, ma'am.
Right
Now,
then,
what's your
so
argument that justifies killing animals?
because we like to eat meat,
Okay, what if I like to grape or murder? Does that make it okay?
yeah, it does make it okay.
You think
Yeah,
if I like to do something, it means it's good?
no, but is there a law saying that we can't kill an animal?
Back then,
Is there a law?
ma'am, does legality dictate morality? Because, frankly, back in the slavery times, it was legal to own a slave. Would that be okay to you to own a slave because it was legal back then?
Right, that was back then though, not now.
Okay, great. So, do you agree that legality does not dictate morality?
Right, but what point are you
Okay,
getting at?
great.
I
So
don't understand your point.
just because something's legal doesn't make it ethical, does it?
Right, but
Great.
what do
That's your
you?
argument. So
We
your
get
argument's
so
debunked.
many nutrients and protein. Who gets more ill? Right, a person who
Meat
eats
eaters. Meat
meat.
eaters by far. Meat eaters by far.
Do they?
Absolutely. Meat eaters have
Okay.
more rates of heart disease, higher rates of cancers, higher rates of
Right.
arthritis. The EPIC Oxford study shows this. The Adventist Health 2 study shows this. I can
I
go on
mean,
and
we
on with
actually
studies.
don't because we're getting the nutrients and the protein that we need, hence B12.
Give me, okay, so B12, right?
Right.
B12 was found in tofu, tempeh, nutritional yeast, fortified foods, mushrooms, duckweed, and in supplementation. You can get all from vegan foods. You get B12. B12 is not only in meat.
Right. Okay. What do you get out of being a vegan though?
Wow, we're back to square one.
Yeah,
What I
we're back
get
to
from being a
square one.
vegan is
I
not
want to hear
harming
your point
animals.
too.
Man, listen, do you want to harm animals? Do you want to minimize animal harm or maximize it?
Well, I don't really care because they're not going to remember, are they?
Oh,
It's
so
an animal.
what if there is somebody who didn't have memory and I go and grape them? Would that be okay
Yeah,
because
but
they don't remember it?
that you're on about a human here, though. Human and
What's the
animal are
difference?
two
What's the
complete different
difference?
things.
What's the difference?
The difference is animals can't remember. Humans can.
They can. Animals can remember better than you can, by the way.
Can they? But
Seemingly.
it's minimalized, really, though, isn't it?
Animals have memory. Animals understand who you are, who people are. They understand faces. They understand people. They understand other animals. They understand where food is, where water is. Animals are very intelligent. You're way underestimating the animal's intelligence and way overestimating yours.
Right. But
Right. Right. Right.
so,
That is right.
so what? I'm still not quite understanding. Why do you have to make such a big argument about people eating meat?
Because you're
We don't
stuffing
sit here
animals in
and
gas
complain
chambers.
about
Because
you
you're
killing
stuffing
plants, do
animals
we?
in gas chambers and you're killing and torturing animals for no fucking reason. What justifies this?
Okay, but we don't come at you and make all these big protest crap about you eating plants. So why do you have to come
Well,
at us?
you are coming at the animals for no good reason. That's why I'm fighting. Because the animals don't have voices. The animals cannot speak up. So who's going to
Okay.
speak for the animals if they can't?
No, but I don't understand. Why are you all making such a big thing? If you
Because
don't
you're
like
harming
me, then
animals,
you
you're
don't
torturing
like me.
animals. Ma'am, think about this. Imagine being a chicken or a cow in a factory farm. You're sitting in your own shit. You're sitting in your own feces. You can't breathe. It's so dusty and moggy in there. You can't fucking breathe. You are anxious. You're depressed. Your baby was stolen from you because they were stolen for the dairy industry. These are the lives, the average daily lives of animals in factory farms. It is not good. It is torture, it is death, it is chaos, and you're contributing to it for no reason. That's why I'm here. This is why there's a debate here, because there's something worth fighting for.
Okay, but we don't come at you for being a vegan, so why are you coming at
You
all of
come at
us?
the animals, man. You sound like a robot.
I
You
sound
can't
like a
think for
robot.
yourself. That's why you're not a vegan, because you don't understand the bigger
Because I
picture.
don't want to just sit there and eat fucking plants.
Because
Why
you're
have you
too
got a
ignorant
problem with
on
us
what the
sitting here and eating
consequences are to
fucking
your
meat?
actions. Do you understand that animal abuse is wrong?
No.
Duh. Okay, great. So why do you cause animal
I
abuse
says
every day?
no. If we want to eat meat, then we'll eat meat.
If you want to grape, can you grape?
Why are you going on about a fucking grape?
Because
What are
wanting
you on
something
about?
does not make it moral.
Right, but I still, why are you coming at us so much like it's a problem for you?
It's
Like,
not a
you're
problem for
not
me, it's
eating
a
them,
problem
so
for
what
the
does it matter
animals,
to
and they
you?
can't speak. Ma'am, the animals don't have voices. Who's going to speak for the animals if you don't?
Well, no one, because it's an animal. They
I
can't
will.
speak,
I
end of
will. I
story.
will. That's why I'm here, because you are causing them harm for no reason and no justification. You're being
Animals
immoral.
food. An
What?
animal is a food, end of. Animals food.
Animal is a sentient individual with their own lives, their own compassion, with their own sentience and experience and consciousness of what it means to be alive. They want to be free and happy just as we do. They do not deserve nor need to die,
How do you know what
especially
they're
not for
thinking,
you.
though? How do you know what they're thinking? How do you know that
Because
they're
they
sat there
cry,
thinking?
because we can observe their behaviors. They cry when the babies are stolen from them. They scream in gas chambers. They don't want to die. They run from farmers who try to take them and put them in the truck, in the back of the truck. That's why we can observe these poor animals, and you're causing them lots of fucking harm.
Oh dear.
So what's your argument?
You're boring. You just go on
Oh,
about the
so you
same
actually
thing.
have no argument, do you?
I've just told you my argument. It's pathetic that you're coming at us because we want to eat meat.
What do you think is more
You're not a
pathetic?
fucking...
What do
You
you think
are.
is more pathetic? Stuffing an animal in a gas chamber because you like the way their body tastes, or sticking up for the animals, sticking up against animal cruelty? What's more pathetic to you, ma'am?
Oh, shut up.
Ah, she ran away because she doesn't think for herself. Most people, there's a disconnect between us and the animals. We are disconnected from them. We think that we are so different and so special that they deserve to die for us. That is not true. The animals are just in many ways like us. They don't want to die. They don't have to die. There's no justification for harming them at all. All right, one last guest.
Yo.
What do you got?
Yeah, I don't think the problem. I don't have a problem with vegans. I just think the problem comes with the price tag. Like the fact that a vegan diet is more expensive than like a carnivore diet, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense because meat is some of the most expensive foods on the planet. Take
Bro,
a
I
look
can go
at
to
pasta.
McDonald's and get a burger for like 99 cents or something.
Yeah, you can get pastas, beans, and rices for 99 cents too in the container. Like
Bro, that's
pastas,
not.
beans. Some of the cheapest foods on the planet are like pastas, rices, and beans.
I guess I'll have to do my research on that. Appreciate it.
Hey, what do you got? Probably got 100 guests. Everybody go like up the live, go follow me, please, and go follow my YouTube.
I just want to say, W Mike, W your message, W everything you're talking about. The way that they did, they do.
Follow my YouTube. I post all these lives on my YouTube, by the way. I talk about God. I talk about veganism, science, right? We debate about all these things on my YouTube. It's all there. Go follow my YouTube. What do you got?
Hello?
Hey, what's your argument?
Hey, I don't have an argument. I just wanted to tell you that I love what you're doing and you're
I appreciate that, but this is a debate stage, right? I got to be consistent. If I kick out people who don't have arguments, whether or not you're vegan or not, I'm going to kick you out. I'm sorry. I appreciate you being vegan, but I'm consistent. I only kick you if you don't have an argument.
Hey.
Hey, what's your argument?
Yeah, just had a few questions. So, is it your, like, how the animals are treated that's getting you, or?
Yeah, I don't want to harm or kill any animals that I don't have to. That's it. It's that simple. It's really that simple.
So then, is it more right? So harming than any sort of creature is your take?
Yes, unnecessarily or unwarranted harm, yes, is wrong. Now, do you have an argument or not?
Yeah, so I was just getting to like flagship species. So like planting and stuff. If we kill, moles or gerbils, or Tyson is getting into mealworms and crickets, they're going to start feeding people that. Is that considered?
Okay. Have a good day, sir. All right. Hey, what do you got?
Animals eat animals.
Animals also eat their own shit. Should we eat our own shit too?
Okay, but like they hunt animals, right? And that's what you're against, right?
Sir, we don't have to kill the animals. What justifies killing animals if we don't
Well, that's
have
what we've been doing for years, right? That's what before we
So what? We don't have to
hunted,
do it
right?
anymore.
We
don't have
hunted,
to
right?
do it anymore.
Yeah, but like they taste good, right? So I want to eat them, right? Yummy. I had a burger today, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Your mom
That shit was hella good, bro.
Your mom tastes good. Can I eat your mom?
Nah, bro. I ate 2 burgers to make sure that you don't make a difference, little bro.
Oh, okay. I'll eat your mom twice. This way you don't have your dad doesn't have doesn't make a difference. All right. What do you got?
I just want to say something, yeah. So do you know how you're talking about how animals need protection, yeah? Don't animals get killed for your plant-based products?
There is no way to be perfect. I'm not fucking
There you go.
Jesus, right? I'm not God. I can't be perfect in the sense that I kill nothing. If that was the case, I'd be dead, right?
You do though. So
Yeah,
do you not
that's not
do
what
you eat
but
avocados?
that's not what veganism is about. Veganism is about minimizing harm and suffering as much as we practically can.
Yeah.
So, do you agree with that? We should
Yeah, I agree with
minimize
that.
harm?
Yeah, fair enough. But end of the day, you're still doing the same arm that you're
No,
killing
it's
animals.
not the same harm, and here's why. 75% of all the crops in the world are being grown for animal farming. We're destroying
that's
lots
true.
of crops, we're destroying lots of land just to make land for the animals to breed.
Okay, that's true, but the amount of land animals such as like rabbits, insects, whatever you wanna like think about, they get poisoned just to like look after the plants. Just so they're safe.
I understand that we use pesticides, but the amount of animals that are killed for vegans is way less, dramatically less, versus a meat eater. Because again, meat eaters kill way more plants. Because entailed in animal agriculture is lots of crop deaths.
Okay, that's fair enough. What about this? Obviously, I don't know how much you know. With meat, it says the human body needs it in order to process certain things like digestive system, the body just working, muscles working. So like we do need to eat meat at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Even like doctors
there
say,
are
you have
vegan
to.
bodybuilders. There are vegan bodybuilders. Like I'm not weak at all. I'm pretty strong myself. There's no need to eat animal
Yeah,
products.
but do you not lack certain things that are normal?
No, there's nothing I lack. Like, give me one nutrient that I lack. We can't hear you. Iron, green leafy vegetables, beans, nuts, and seed all have iron. He's looking it up. Oh shit, that's what they're doing every time. B12, tempeh, tofu, nutritional yeast, fortified foods. Creatine, your body makes it in sufficient quantities. Those are not essential anyway. Your body makes it. Calcium, soy, beans, oranges, fruits and vegetables. There are no nutrients that you can't get as a vegan. This is going to be great. Your body makes creatine in your liver. Your liver makes it in sufficient quantities. That's why it's not essential. Okay, we're getting proper amount. We're getting everything we need. Collagen, your body makes it.
About Blueface, and then I say, let's talk about Blue. Let's say you
Hello?
used to love him, then you like line up and get all soft. Do you
Jasmine? Explain human canines? Our canines are tiny. They're stubby. They're not meant to eat animal products. They're not meant to bite into an animal.
Well, so I have a question.
But you have an argument.
How? Listen, oh, yes, also it's the same thing. Why, if you, because we also, your body also needs plenty of fat in order to survive too. Because if your body also does not have enough fat, you think your blood pressure could go down, your sodium level could go down also from not enough fat because the fat also has
We can
sodium.
get fat from plants. Avocados, nuts, seeds, beans all have fats in them.
Let's say, fine. Well, I say this because I'm a security officer for somewhere in the United States. Let's just say that. Let's say my patrol car would break down in the road, in the middle of nowhere, no service.
Okay, we're not in this isn't Antarctica, right? This isn't like Bear Grylls and this isn't like a TV show. We live in a city, right? We live near grocery stores. We don't have to kill animals.
So you don't eat meat for okay, so you're a vegan, and what is your reason for being a vegan? Because of the animal cruelty? Like, what is it? What exactly is your reason?
Yeah, I don't want to harm animals. Why do you?
Okay, but you use products that are tested on animals, correct?
No, I don't. Give me one.
Go show me your products that you use to brush your teeth, to shower with. Go show me your
They're
products.
vegan products.
I guarantee. Go show us.
They're vegan products.
I guarantee the products you use are used on animals or tested on
No,
animals.
they weren't. So I use vegan products. You can.
Go
That's
show
why
us
you
your
can go
products.
buy vegan
That is my
products.
argument. Go show us your products.
That's not an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not, ma'am. An argument is when you give a logical syllogism that demonstrates, premises and a conclusion that follows from the premises. That's not an argument. You're saying, show me your fridge. That's stupid, right? I can, you want this, a bag of nuts, macadamia nuts? Like, what do you want me to show you? What is your justification for killing animals? What justifies harming animals? Because even if I can't show you a fucking bottle of soap, it doesn't mean that you get to kill cows. So what is your argument?
Don't turn my off. Go show us your products.
Ah, that's all they got. Go show me your products. Go show me your products. Go show me your ethics. Where's your ethics? Where's your argument?
What's going on, man?
What do you got?
Oh, not man. I'm not a vegan by no means, but so again, I mean, you do you. I mean, in the end, there's no hate whatsoever.
No, that's not what we're here for.
The idea
Your
is you
job is to debate against me.
I'm
What is
about
your argument that
I'm about
justifies eating
I'm about to.
animals?
I'm
What's
about
the
to.
argument?
Okay, calm down, bud. Calm the fuck down for me starting with some.
Guys, what bugs me the most is when people come up here and say, well, it's all good to be vegan. I don't care what you think about me. I care about your argumentation. That's what matters. You're just saying that just to be nice. Don't be nice. Give a logic. Give something with substance. I want you to beat me. I want you to debate me. I want you
Hello?
to give a good argument, to defend your
Hello?
position.
I have an argument.
Great. What is it?
Okay, so you're saying minimalize harm, yeah?
Yeah.
But basically, they kill the animals when they're about to die anyway. And you're saying minimalize harm, but you still kill plants to eat them. Okay. You still eat
So
plants
first
to
of all,
eat them.
no, that's incorrect. 99.9% of all animals in the world are
Okay, but
factory
you still
farmed,
kill plants
which
to eat
means
them.
that, ma'am, hold on. 99% of all animals, according to the Sapiens Institute, demonstrates that most of the animals are put in factories. They don't have good lives. They are sitting in their own shit, their own feces, their own urine
Quit yapping,
for
man.
weeks and months.
You
Then
say the same
they're
stuff
slaughtered.
over again.
Then they're slaughtered.
You say the same stuff over again.
Yes, because it's true. So what
Is it?
justifies killing animals if we don't have to kill them?
Okay. So, they taste nice.
Okay, what if a
Bro,
person
show
tasted
your
nice?
products like the girl said. Show
What if
your products like the other person said.
what if a person tasted nice? Would that justify killing a person if they taste good?
Well, that would be cannibalism.
What's wrong with that? They taste good.
So you're gonna tell me you're gonna look at another human and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking bite
That's
into
what
their
you're
hand.
saying. That's your argument, ma'am. That's how dumb it
Animals
is.
are different than humans. I'm not gonna
What's the
go and
difference?
bite a
What's the
human, am I?
difference? What's the difference?
Animals are tasty.
So can humans be. Put some
Okay, show
barbecue
your
sauce
products.
on it. I love butts. They're tasty.
Sorry. Show your products like the other girl said.
Show your products. Show your products. You have no fucking argument. You have no argument at that point. Whether or not I can show my products has no bearing on the ethics and the logic I'm presenting today.
Hey, what's going on?
What's your argument?
So coming on an argument going, you're about the ethics with the farming and whatnot. Splitting apart. Do you know how hard it is to grow food grade corn for humans and to get around the FFA laws and that stuff for food grade corn? For an example, we're gonna use that.
Yeah, I don't care, sir. What matters here is what is more ethical, right? Killing
Well,
animals
that's what I'm
for
going
food
to.
or not killing animals for food? What justifies killing animals for food?
Well, so getting the food for animals, right? We grow food. You said a lot of the food, like 70%, is grown for animals, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is when we over-farm for humans, back in, we had the Dust Bowl back
We're
in the
not
1900s.
over-farming. Sir, stop. We are not over-farming. In fact, we're over-farming for you, not for vegans. If everybody went vegan, this is a study called Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts to Producers and Consumers. And it demonstrates that if everybody went vegan, we'd actually have 75% more food for the planet. Everybody could be vegan and we'd still have a surplus of food.
So that's a lot of ifs and buts when it comes down to it. It really is. It's just like saying my farming.
No. Listen, you missed what I just told you. The data demonstrates, the mathematics demonstrates that if everybody went vegan, we'd actually have more food for everybody.
So what if the other issue is in the event of natural disasters where it wipes out farming and the industry and that sort?
We're better off vegan. We're way better off vegan.
knocks out all of our farms. I mean, like I said, Dust
Do you,
Bowl,
under, do you
Midwest, we get
understand
all
that?
the
Do you
wheat in the
understand
world.
that, sir? Do you understand that 75% of all crops in the world are grown for animals?
Yes, I know that. I said that. We talked about
Great.
that at the start.
So going vegan, would it be a 75% reduction in crops?
It wouldn't be as high. So we can still grow a higher amount for humans. Yes, that is true. But the problem is, it is a lot harder to grow food grade corn or other products in the United States to get approved for humans.
Who cares?
All the stuff that isn't approved is sent to animal feed.
Who cares, sir? Veganism does not hinge on corn eating. We're talking
I'm
about
saying that as an example. You can talk about soybeans as well. Soybeans is very hard to grow. They are not an easy plant to grow.
Well, only 7% of soybeans are grown for humans in the world. Did you know that?
Yeah, because they're hard to grow.
No, because the rest of it is grown for animals, and we easily grow those.
It's grown for animals, and the stuff that isn't able to be ate for humans is given to animals, which sways that number.
Listen. Right now, in today's world, 90% of all the crops in the world, or 75% of crops in the world, are grown for your animals. So being vegan right off the bat, being vegan is way better because we have to use less crops. We'd have to use less water. We'd have to use less resources.
You would have to use more water.
Hold on. We'd have more food for us. I just gave you the source. Did you not understand the source I just gave you? We'd have more food, more water, more land as vegans. Period. So what is your justification for eating animals? What justifies killing animals when we know it causes more death and harm in crop use? Go. What's your argument?
All right, so we'll move off the farming because you're not understanding that quite to what I'm explaining or allowing me to explain.
No, you didn't understand anything. You didn't understand anything I just told you.
I did, and I'm moving on because we're moving on from that subject because you won't let me explain more of what I want to say.
Go ahead, explain it.
Nope, we're gonna move on. But so you're worried about the ethics of killing an animal. What if that animal is sick and dying and you don't want to waste any of its products?
If an animal's sick and dying, there is a justification for killing that animal, right? It's called euthanization. I did it to my dogs who were suffering with cancer. But that's not what we're talking about. That's not what veganism is about.
Well, you keep asking people about the specifics to us.
Hold on. Veganism is about minimizing harm and suffering to animals who don't have to die. Why is this so hard for you people to comprehend?
No, what I'm saying is I get that. So say we move to a plant-based diet, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But when it comes to other animals, we do get rampant in the facts of deer, coyote, and whatnot, at least in the Midwest, for an example, and hogs. We get a huge outgrowth of them, which would destroy farms, especially hogs. The problem is when it comes down to that.
Then what we should be doing is exhausting all the non-lethal practices of reducing the populations, like contraceptives, fencing, right? Things like this that would minimize their death and suffering. And if we have to, if by necessary reasons, kill some of these animals that are invasive, sure, there's a justification there. But that's not what veganism is saying. What we're saying.
Okay, but you're fine if we kill animals for the fact to save the farms.
Hold on. For the animals who don't have to die, what justifies killing those animals?
For animals, I mean, then don't kill them. I don't have to kill cow. I can eat deer or hog.
So do you eat other animals? Do you agree with veganism then, that we should not harm animals and minimize their deaths?
I could say people could go vegetarian. I couldn't say veganism. I couldn't go to that extreme personally.
Why not? Why is it extreme to be vegan when you're the one stuffing animals in gas chambers?
I hunt. That's what I do. That's a lot of what I do.
Shooting an animal in its heart is extreme. That's extreme, sir.
It's actually the softest way to put them down if they are sick or dying.
But they're not sick and dying. They're just minding their own business, and then you're shooting them and killing them alive. That's
or if they're old.
To me.
Longhorn farming in Nebraska specifically, because that's where I'm from. A lot of them, a couple
you're still killing an animal who doesn't have to die. What justifies doing that?
It was too old and going to die anyways, where it can't get up and actually feed itself. It lays in a field and cannot get up to feed itself. It'll actually die laying down with all of its family around it.
And this is a wild animal?
It's a longhorn.
Okay,
I mean, if I stop farming,
are they wild animals, sir? Are they wild animals?
They're free range, completely free range.
Great. So So guess who caused that to happen, right? These animals are domesticated, which who caused them to be this way?
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did.
What are we gonna do with all of the?
We are the ones who domesticated these animals into existence such that they would be this way. Okay? We made it so that these animals are forced in these little places where they can barely move. And then you go ahead and shoot them because you think it's good. When you caused that situation in the first place, you're the one causing these animals to depend on human beings. That's your fault. Vegans are against this. We are against breeding animals and longhorns into existence. We're against that. So, what justifies killing animals when you don't have to? Because what I'm saying is a solution to this. Hey, let's stop breeding these longhorns such that they would become this way. Why touch and exploit the animals if you don't have to in the first place? That's what veganism stands for. So, what's your argument?
All right. So I have one question that's going to lead to when we actually start, if we go down the vegan path and actually start farming, yeah? What's going to happen to all of these animals? Are they just going to be let free? What would be your plan to do with them?
Sanctuaries.
So I still have to farm for all of these animals? Will they'll keep populating? And
No, so we are already overpopulating these animals into existence because of you guys, right?
Yeah, like chickens. I understand. Chickens is a huge. I mean,
so
that's
if we all went vegan tomorrow, the amount of animals would stop. They would stop producing so much, such that eventually their numbers would decline, and they'd be in sanctuaries where people will be taking care of them until they die. That's the vegan solution. You don't have a solution. What you're saying is let's continue torturing these animals. Let's continue this madness. Because
I've been agreeing with you on some stuff. I've never once said that let's keep torturing them, but like I said, I'm a hunter. I do have some problems feeding family on other vegetables and getting the right nutritions. So we, have to knock down a deer once a year, right? Just one deer to stop the population from overgrowth. That happens.
Oh my gosh. You think killing one deer is going to stop overpopulation? That's stupid.
Well, when there's 10,000 other people doing it in the state,
it doesn't solve the problem, sir. Hunting is not a solution.
Because if you stop hunting for, I can find the study
Jared,
if you want.
Stop.
If you stop hunting deer
stop. Hunting is not a solution. It's a band-aid. It's not going to solve the root of the problem, which is...
Okay, but then how do you say we would fix that? How do you fix overpopulation of
urban development
deer?
practices? Urban development changes, fencing, contraceptives. These are all non-lethal solutions to solving the problem.
So you want to give a random a deer a contraceptive so it stops making children? I'd say that's almost as bad as killing it. You're stopping it from doing what it's meant to do.
That's better than shooting it alive. That's stupid.
But it's the same thing. You're stopping it from doing what that deer was made to do. That deer was made to procreate,
sir,
and spread.
Listen, you are shooting an animal for no reason. You're taking its life away. That's worse than giving it.
No, I'm doing the same thing you want to do. I'm giving the deer contraceptive. I'm stopping it from
you're not.
breeding.
You're killing it. You're making it suffer and then die when it didn't have to die.
You're making it suffer, but not allowing it to breed and do what it wants to do for life.
What do you mean, sir? That's good. We don't want them to overpopulate. That's the solution. That's the point.
Yes. So you are torturing a deer or other animal with a contraceptive.
Listen. Oh my gosh. Stop. It's good that they don't overpopulate. That's what we want. But again, your solution is to shoot them. That's not a solution. That's a band-aid. My solution is solve the root cause. Urban development practices that need to be changed. Fencing issues. Farming issues. And yes, contraceptives are a good way of reducing population. Hunting isn't. So, again, what justifies killing animals if we don't have to? Go. Give the argument, please.
All right. Can we stop a little bit with the muting? It's a little excessive. I mean, I've been getting quiet when you want to speak. You just even out on a human level right here.
Sir, just give the fucking argument. You're going to go bye-bye. Hurry up.
All right. Well, like I said, well, my argument was you have a long-term solution, but what that does is you still create overcrowding in certain areas. You want
Where?
all this
How?
land so you can continue to farm, but by having
No,
these
vegans need
sanctuaries for
again,
deer
again,
and other
sir. Vegans need
animals.
less. Again, vegans need less land. That's so. What you said
Okay,
is wrong,
but you're gonna have all these animals and all these lots. I mean, they'll have a little more space than just. I don't agree with all the fucking cow
sir.
farming, the
Oh
pig
my
farming.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Go on.
You are making up this nonsense notion that we're all going to go vegan tomorrow. We know that's never going to happen. In
No, yeah, no, it
reality,
would have to happen over time. That's what I've been saying. If you don't understand that.
right? Yes, and over time, what you're invoking is a non. It's not even real. It's never going to happen. In reality, the population of animals will slowly decline. That's what's really going to happen. And your solution is to continue doing this, continue harming and killing and breeding animals. That's stupid. My solution actually works. Your solution doesn't do jack shit.
I mean, has there been testing for contraceptives on deer where it actually does that
Yes,
in certain wide
yes,
population areas?
contraceptives work. Yes.
I'm not saying, obviously they work. It's a contraceptive. That's the goal of it. But there is no real study out there where they have wide areas where they are leaving deer to test. I'm not saying deer, just other animals in general, yes, where they have them on contraceptives to test how they grow. And if you want me to pull up studies, I can pull up studies on hunting and how it actually keeps the population down. Coyotes, super bad.
Hunting is I never said hunting never works, but it's a band-aid. It doesn't solve the root issue. Hunting will always happen if we don't solve the root of the issue, right? If there's a big major sewage leak and there's a lot of sewer coming out, and you go with a little paper towel and you try to take away the poopy, it's not ever going to work, right? You have to stop the leak in the first place. You have to shut off the valve. That's how you solve the problem. You don't take what you're doing is you're taking the paper towel and rubbing a little water. That's never going to solve the problem. It's a band-aid, right? That's the point. But contraceptives work. The point you are missing is that the main picture of veganism is to minimize harm and suffering to the animals. And we can disagree about. There's gray areas in this where when it comes to invasive species or overpopulation, of course, there's gray areas to this. But that's not what we're arguing right now. We're arguing the main picture, which is to minimize harm and suffering as much as we practically can. Do you agree with that premise?
No, I agree with the premise. That's why, I mean, I don't say I like killing animals. Not once have I said I get off or do anything with killing animals.
So then you agree that veganism is more ethical?
They, like you said, they both have a gray area. Sometimes I need to do what I have to do.
Sir, do you agree that veganism is more ethical than eating animals?
No.
Why not?
Like you said, there's that gray area where we have farming. We have to keep all these animals in small areas and keep them from breeding and doing that stuff. Where hunting, I can still allow them to breed up to 4 years. A deer's lifespan only is around, I mean, they only live around 7 years because of hunting, which is a small problem. They can live longer than that. But I can allow them to live up to 4 years and actually go over and become a full.
We can still do that. We can still do that with contraceptives.
But you want to limit how much a deer breeds by ruining their actual breeding cycle.
Who cares about ruining their cycle? That's what we want to happen. That's the good thing.
I do, because that's just life. I and if I gave you and everyone out here to stop overpopulation.
Oh my God, you're not understanding.
Let me talk.
Listen. You're not understanding what I just told you. You don't have a solution to this. You want to let these animals breed. Why? Isn't the solution to stop their population? If that's so, then contraceptives are better. Fencing is better than shooting them. It's never going to work to solve the problem. Again, you missed everything I just told you. The vegan way is a way better solution than hunting. Hunting is not an ethical solution at all. It doesn't work. That's why we're still hunting we're still hunting. And the population of deer is still going up. It's not solving anything. Okay. Here is actually a study done on deer, white-tailed deer, field testing of contraceptives, and it demonstrated that that populations decreased about 23% per year when with contraceptives. So do you want the study where it demonstrates that that's a huge amount of population decrease with contraceptives? That's way better than hunting.
Send me it for sure. But
Great.
like
I'll
the
send it
point
over
is,
to you. I'll send
so
it over to you.
there's a like you said, there's a real gray area. And my other argument is, I know you're worried. Your argument right
You don't
now
have one. You don't have
is
one argument. You
let me
don't have
let me
another.
speak. So your justification is because you don't want animals to be harmed.
Right.
Okay, so you're not actually justifying why we're eating animals. You just don't want them to be harmed. But when it comes down to it, are you not still harming animals while they're being farmed? Well, not farmed, but while being in these fields where you're holding them on a contraceptive? That's not an animal living, dude. That's in
It's not harming
captivity
them.
still.
How is it harming them to give them a contraceptive? How is it harming them?
You're not allowing them to breed how they're supposed to breed.
How is it harming them?
It's dude, so hunting still lowers the population. In
How is it
Nebraska,
harming?
a couple
Wait.
years
How is
ago,
it How is it harming them?
well, like contraceptives in women, so you have to do more testing on how they
Well,
actually would. I bet I
Sir,
could
how
find
is it
something on it.
harming? How is it harming a deer to give him a contraceptive?
Can I speak real quick? All right, so one of the issues, contraceptives in real life on human females has been known to cause issues in their breeding platform, where some women, after taking
Yeah.
contraceptives, are not allowed to have kids after. It messes up their insides. You
Yeah.
don't think that'll happen with deer or other animals? Technically, that
That's
is
the
harming
point
them.
of a. That's the point of a contraceptive. Contraceptive. The point is to stop them from breeding. Isn't that the solution you want?
No, I don't want to completely stop them from breeding. Why would I want to stop
So
a
then, why do you
species
want?
from
Why do you
breeding
want
and
them to
growing?
overpopulate, sir? Why do you want them to overpopulate?
Deer aren't overpopulating. We're keeping them limited by hunting.
What do you mean they're
The
not? They
issue,
are overpopulating, sir. Deer are overpopulated.
I can get you a study on that real quick for at least the state of Nebraska, since I do a lot of stuff with the game and parks. But we actually had a huge lowered amount last year where we
Okay,
had a
great.
limited
So
amount
then
of
there's
deer
no
in
need to
state.
hunt them. So then there's no need to hunt them then.
Yes, but then that's why we farm and breed so then they allow them to come back.
You just
But the problem is, it
conceded.
goes like
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh,
balance,
sir.
man.
You just conceded that it's bad to hunt them now. You just conceded.
Well, yes, there's such things as overhunting. That's why we limit tags. That's why this year's tags went all the way down.
Okay, great.
I look at the numbers.
So what justifies killing animals that don't have to die?
I agreed with you on that. There is nothing that justifies. Going and over slaughtering cows and chickens is. I've been in chicken farms, dude. It is not good. Then
So you
don't
agree? So
overfarm
do you
them.
agree? So do you agree now that veganism is better?
No, veganism is not better. It is not the answer overall.
How is it not? How is it not better?
Okay, so you've been pointing out specifically to my situation and other people's situation while watching your videos. Look over in Africa and in the desert in those areas. Those guys cannot farm how they're
We're
able to
not
farm.
in Africa. We're in America.
See, this is your argument. You're talking about veganism for like the United States or something?
No, I'm not.
Because
I'm
you want the
talking
world.
about. I'm talking about you. We're debating. We're not in Africa.
I've been talking about me, but every time you move into worldwide situations,
You did, not me. I never invoked the world. You did.
so veganism specific for me is not really possible for the state of Nebraska
Why
where I
not?
live.
Why is it not possible for you to be vegan?
Because of how much food and other stuff we move out of this state for other countries and other states. The soybean farm, we're the leading number one in soybeans. We were the leading in corn. Now Iowa beats us out. But the problem
Sir,
is, it's all
oh my
not
gosh.
food grade
Do
corn.
you have a grocery store near you?
That's not the point, man. If I made like no money, you can't get most of that stuff. You were
All
arguing
right.
that
Have a
God was.
good day, sir. Have a good day. I just can't. He's too dishonest.
Yo. Yo, what's up, bro?
What do you got?
So I'm just thinking, right, from an atheist perspective, it's not really morally wrong to kill animals, is it?
It is because as an atheist who has a brain, I recognize that there are consequences to my actions. I don't need a God or a Bible or a book of fairy tales to have ethics. I can look around me and understand that animals die and they suffer because of my actions, and I can stop that action. So I don't need to invoke religion or God to have ethics at all.
Okay.
And if you do, that's pretty sad.
No, I'm an atheist as well. I'm just wondering.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then okay, so wait, can you explain that one more time? How you don't need like
It's on YouTube. This will be on YouTube for you, so you can rewind the tape and look and listen again. Okay. One last guess before I go, because I've been here way too long. Everybody, go follow me, follow my YouTubes, and link in bio. Okay, well, that's all. Go vegan, guys. Stop killing animals. Let them be. We all say we love our freedom in America. We take it away from the animals. We take away their freedom. Why? Seems stupid to me. Animals don't have to die, and they shouldn't. You're paying for them to die. You are. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, Joe.